All right, look, PrizePicks is America's #1 sports picks app, and it's the easiest way to win cash while you're watching games. Here's how it works. You pick more or less on 2 or more players, and you lock it in. That's it. No spreadsheets, no nonsense. If player picks aren't your thing, you can also pick teams now. Winner, spread, total, all in the same app. Team picks are live in 30 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Florida. Most importantly, new users use code Speakeasy. $5 gets you $50 in lineups for free. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Hey, hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk with the best in the game. I'm the large human being, nicknamed Care Bear, standing behind the bar, Kieran Hickey Simple. But I also have a couple of different nicknames this week. Snack Prescott was given to me. We also had Tom Gravy, Patrick Mahomes. I had a lot. And it was all because I went out there and I threw an absolute dart against some of the top high school football players in the country. So, hey, Shady, middle school quarterback right here, went out there and did something if you're watching at home, okay? Actually, you know what? Before we even get to the rest of the crew, let's roll the tape. Let's go ahead and roll the tape real quick. Let's go ahead and show them what I was out there doing against some of the top high school players in the country. Let's look at this right here. Look. You see the forward, you see the clap, you see the drop back, smooth, little ball flip. Strike! look at how many defenders I had to weave that through right there, bruh. Come on, man. What are we talking about? So that's for you, Shady. If you think I couldn't compete in the 1920s, I ain't never seen a dot like that thrown before from an absolute unit. Yeah. Look, we have an amazing show for you guys today. Let's go ahead and bring in the rest of the team. The two people joining us here in the Speakeasy made their mark in the National Football League. One of them left a beautiful stroke of the paintbrush on one of the most physical eras in the history of the National Football League. The other one left that dookie stain in your tidy whities. But that dookie stain did go on to write books and shit. And his name is Emmanuel Acho. How we doing today?
Yo! Beautiful people, y'all could be doing anything and y'all are kicking it with us. We do not take it for granted. If you've never tapped into the show before, consider us your online family in a lonely and an isolated world. We are here to provide the laughs, here to provide some comedy, and here to provide a little bit of sports and pop culture analysis. Appreciate y'all tuning in. If you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, hit it. If you haven't hit the like button yet, hit it. And if y'all hung with us during the 4-hour draft special on Thursday, love. Care Bear, turn me up.
Also joining us here in the Speakeasy is a man that's not here yet. He will be here in a couple of minutes. That beautiful stroke of the paintbrush on the most physical era of football. I had that intro prepared and everything. And he's not here yet. TJ Hushmanzada will be in the building shortly, but a gentleman who actually is here always on time, ready to do his thing, man. Always here.
No days off.
Put in an enormous amount of work. Come on draft night. One of our best nights here in Speakeasy history. Social Trey in the building. How we doing today?
What's happening? Listen, it feels good. One thing about me, guys,
what up, Trey?
I love surprises. And when I got here and saw that Kieran was here, I was so pleasantly surprised. Because
surprise is
you
crazy.
know he makes it a habit to just take days off.
He does.
And not show up.
He does.
In our hardest days.
He does.
4 hours show and he wants to just suddenly up and disappear. A few days before that, he had irritable bowel syndrome.
That was why I missed that show.
He's shitting out of the top and the bottom. Like, just nasty work, bro.
It was bad, man.
Can you actually be a part of the team?
I am a part of the team. I'm here.
With us and be here?
Look, I got up at 7:30 this morning, called a bunch of games.
Okay.
Hopped on a flight in the middle of that. It was a championship weekend. Hopped on a flight, came here, took a quick shower, got all the must off my balls, and then I showed up in the Speakeasy ready to work, brother.
Listen, I can respect that.
That's what I had to do, man.
I can respect that. You're just booked and busy. That's what it is.
I'm just booked and busy. It is what it is.
Like Meg Thee Stallion said.
Wow. Man, it's a tough time right now for Meg Thee Stallion. Acho is dancing and it's making me wildly uncomfortable. Let's go ahead and get to the first topic of the day. The NFL draft went down on Thursday night. It's time to talk about the biggest winners. And I'm going to start off with my Dallas Cowboys, their draft class, including Caleb Downs.
I'm here for it.
Malachi Lawrence.
I'm here for it.
Some more very talented players. We had a wide receiver, Anthony Smith, out of ECU. Devin Moore, big athletic corner. Also got another offensive lineman, Drew Shelton from Penn State. Jay Sean Barham and LT Overton on the defensive line. Fellas, this unit that the Dallas Cowboys got, I believe they were one of the biggest winners of the draft. How do you guys feel about what the Cowboys brought in?
I love what the Cowboys did. I think the Cowboys were a B+, if you were to ask me, and I'll get to that more later. I love what the Cowboys did, love what the Cowboys did. I think getting Caleb Downs, number one, is a gigantic addition, and I also think Lawrence probably has some of the most upside of any first-round pick, particularly being how much of an unknown commodity he was. Biggest winner for me in the division, the New York Giants.
Wow.
Because the New York Giants, they tended to every single need. Defensively, you have to replace Bobby Okereke and all of the tackles that he's capable of getting. Number one, you get a versatile player when you get Arvell Reese. Arvell Reese definitely has the highest upside because he's a 4'4" running, 6'4" defending, caliber freakazoid athlete. You can play him at an off-ball stand-up linebacker or you can play him at an edge rusher. But the most important thing, Arvell Reese makes Kayvon Thibodeau able to be relinquished. Kayvon Thibodeau pick up his 5th-year option, really good player, but now you have to figure out, hey, what are we going to do with Kayvon Thibodeau? We're not going to pay Kayvon Thibodeau $100 million. That's not what the Giants are going to do.
Yeah.
But what they are going to do now is say, you know what, Kayvon, we'll move you for a 2nd-round pick. Somebody else can get you, and they're going to pay you because Kayvon, the road for you, it stops now. Then offensive line, they tend to that. Francie Mauigoa, I love what they did there in large part because you have Jackson Dart. Can you protect him? Plus Cam Scatteraboo, and then opposite Malik Neighbors, they're good because they picked up another receiver there in Notre Dame, Malachi Fields. And then the lastly, and TJ's in the building, but we'll get to that.
He moved quick right there, brother. He had a little hop, skip, and a jump.
And then the last thing, I think Colton Hood is one of the better and most under-discussed cornerbacks in all of college coming out. Colton Hood is elitely patient at the line of scrimmage, incredibly an incredible technician, incredibly savvy. I think the New York Giants are the biggest winners of the NFL draft.
You know, TJ, you're in the building now. We're going over our biggest winners. I said Cowboys. He said Giants. Do you have a big winner?
I'm glad to be here. Sorry I'm late to the people.
No stress.
It's all good.
We had 7-on-7. Started our first game at 12.
Okay.
Yep.
We won the championship.
Let's go!
Shout out to the championship.
Hell yeah. Only team in there undefeated.
Okay.
Nico, Crew, Carter, Ford. Went to work.
Okay.
It's winners in the Speakeasy.
We won it all, so you know how I'm dressed. This is how I was at. If I just
listen.
Came straight here.
We expect greatness.
I'm late for a reason.
There we go.
A hell of a reason.
Hell of a reason. We got out of the championship today.
Undefeated.
Come on
Undefeated.
now.
That's lit.
But
For sure.
the winner of the draft, right? Yeah. For me, and I can't believe I'm saying this. Is the Raiders.
Wow.
Yeah, I like it.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
I like it.
When you get you get Fernando Mendoza.
Yep.
And I believe he's gonna be a good player. I don't know if he's gonna be a generational player, but I believe he will be a good player.
Yep.
But I just feel like when you get Trayden Stoops, low key, that dude is really good. He's a hell of a safety. And it kind of, you gloss over him because of Caleb Downs.
Yeah.
He's a really good player. But the biggest thing, when you get a 1st-round guy in the 4th round, that's a win. Jamal McCoy may end up being, if he stays healthy, one of the best defensive players in his class.
Okay.
You look at his college career, go back to Oregon State. Kid comes from Texas to Oregon State. Ton of interceptions at Oregon State. Transfers to Tennessee and does the same thing against supposed better competition. And then obviously he missed his past season because of his knee injury. Big, fast, and he gets his hands on the ball. He intercepts the ball. And so I just feel like you get those two pieces in the secondary. Those dudes, if they stay healthy, Stooks and McCoy, are going to be 10-year players minimum in the league. And with Mendoza going with Kubiak, I truly believe he's going to have a good to great career because of the coach, because they're going to run the ball. They draft the running back, Mike Washington Jr. So now him and Ashton Genty gonna split time the same way they did it in Seattle. With Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker. So I didn't think I would say the Raiders. But I really, really like what the Raiders have done on the defensive side of the ball.
No, I was gonna piggyback off of that. I like what the Raiders did in this draft as well, though. And whenever I first saw them select Mike Washington, I forgot the draft capital that they had even earlier in that. He was the 5th selection that they had of the draft. Also, Trey Zune. offensive lineman from Texas A&M, one of the best offensive linemen in the entire SEC. I thought that was a quality pickup. He can play inside or outside. Mike Washington Jr., though, too, you get a big, athletic running back to complement Ashton Genty in that backfield. Both of those guys, 1,000-yard rushers in college football. Mike Washington was one of the best running backs in the entire country last year. I'm excited to see what that tandem is going to look like. They're building in the right way, not only with the guys that they have, but look at the young pieces that they already have on the team. I think that's a team that could genuinely make some waves here in the next 2 to 3 years. So I like that.
Let me give y'all a surprise one that nobody's talking about.
Okay.
Atlanta Falcons.
I like them.
Atlanta Falcons. You go get Avion Terrell opposite AJ Terrell. Mind you, one is just dope. You got two brothers on the same team at the same position opposite each other. Like, that competition is just going to bring excellence. AJ Terrell is already a top 5, top 6 corner in the National Football League. Now imagine how he can continue to groom his brother under his wing and make him a top 5, top 10 cornerback in the National Football League. Excellent, excellent, excellent. The pick that nobody is talking about.
Wow.
Zachariah Branch.
Zach Branch at the 3rd round. Yeah.
Zachariah Branch in the 3rd round. Zachariah Branch, think of him like a Deebo Samuel potential. Like, when he touches the ball, you have no idea what's about to happen. But it could be a touchdown every single time. He does not have the power that Deebo Samuel has, but he has the electricity. If y'all are familiar with the name Noel Devine, if y'all are familiar with the name Tavon Austin, if y'all are familiar with any of those lightning in a bottle type of names and type of games, that is who Zachariah Branch is. I saw him as a freshman at USC, and I asked the coach, who's the most special player on the field? He said number 7 and number 7. Number 7 on defense was a safety, Kalen Bullock. Number 7 on offense was Zachariah Branch as a true freshman. And then the other sleeper pick, and Kieran, you better know this one. Harold Perkins.
Bro.
See, this is the interesting
Harold
one.
Perkins.
Bro.
This
Harold
is the interesting
Perkins.
Bro, if I show, bro,
Harold Perkins.
the fact that he went in the 6th round is crazy.
Can we be honest about him? So he was one of the top players coming out of high school.
Number 1
He was a
linebacker.
top player in college.
Number 1 linebacker.
He was one of the top players in college as well at LSU. The thing is, position.
He's a tweener.
He's a tweener. He's a true tweener. Now, he is an amazing football player, no matter what. But I think having him on that defense to go along with another guy who a lot of people thought might have been a tweener, but he ended up building up into his size a little bit more, Jalen Walker, who they took last year. This defense is fast. They're athletic.
Bro.
And Harold Perkins can make plays anywhere on the field.
The Falcons had the type of draft that in 2 years you'll be like, wait, what? They were on the same draft class? Yeah. Like, you're going to look back and be like, wait, they got Perkins and Branch and Terrell in the same draft class? Like, they have that type of draft. The Atlanta Falcons had the sneaky best draft in this whole
I do like their draft because Avion Terrell is not as big as AJ, but he's a really
technician, bro.
Really good corner.
Technician, bro.
Really good corner.
Yeah.
And he in college, obviously he went to Clemson. He's guarding Antonio Williams, who's going to have a good career. I think he got drafted to the Commanders.
Yep.
He guarded TJ Moore, who might be a 1st-round pick next year.
Yep.
And he also guarded Brian Wesco, who's going to be a 1st-round pick next year.
Yep.
So he's in practice going against nothing but good receivers. He can really go. Harold Perkins, Acho.
Yep.
Man, I watched a ton of LSU games. He's 6'1", 220.
Yep, facts.
And
Facts.
he's not an edge rusher, but he's best when he's rushing a quarterback.
That part.
And you want to make him a stack backer, but instinctually, he's best when he's getting after the quarterback. If he can put on 12 pounds, he can play defensive end in the National Football League at 232.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He can play that.
Is that where you guys will put him?
Yeah. What
I
I'm doing
want to
is
make him. You want him to be successful
on 3rd down when you come
Go
in
get
and you're
the
rushing the
quarterback.
passer, go get the quarterback. When you know they're not going to run the ball.
Yeah.
Like if they have to run the ball, I don't want a 220-pound defensive end. But in this era of the National Football League, bruh,
He can have that role.
Yes, sir.
And then Zach Branch.
Talk about it, please, T. Please.
So
please.
when Zach Branch was in high school,
yep.
they basically was calling him the high school Tyreek Hill.
Oh, he's amazing.
People forget.
He's amazing.
People forget that Zach Branch, I can be wrong. I believe he ran a 10-2 or 10-3 100 meters in high school.
Oh, you sound right.
Anybody that knows track,
Yep.
No, he is.
that is
laser,
rolling for a football player. I think what happened when he went to USC was he put on so much weight. He was still fast, but he went faster than everybody. He went to Georgia. He lost about 10 to 12 pounds, and that electricity.
He's amazing.
You saw it.
Yep.
What he did at Bishop Gorman, you started to see now at Georgia. I just think he went to SC, put on some weight, didn't lose a lot of speed, But he lost a little bit because you put on. Man, that dude is what you said, electrifying.
Yeah.
He not as big as Debo height-wise, but he's muscular. But 10-2, 10-3 in high school, I don't think people realize how fast that is.
He is already a top 5 most electric player, top 10 in the NFL. Like he's you don't see him every year. Yeah. You just don't. You don't see players like him every year. When the ball is in his hands, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And I'm not even want to geek out. Zach Branch, just watch his tape. Nuts. Where we at, Kieran?
No, I mean, he's unbelievable. We talked about the good parts of the draft, the winners from the draft. Let's talk about the guys on the other side, the teams and maybe players that didn't do as well. Diego Pavia, in the news today, became the first Heisman finalist since 2014. Jordan Lynch, the Northern Illinois quarterback back then, to go undrafted. He was then kind of looking for a team afterwards. Ended up, I believe, accepting a mini camp invite to the Baltimore Ravens. So how do we feel about this situation with Diego Pavia being a Heisman finalist, one of the more polarizing college football players, not getting drafted?
I feel bad for him. As somebody who's gone through the draft process, you do not realize how long those days are. We we kiki. I went in the 6th round of the NFL draft, pick 204. Thought I was going to go potentially at the end of day 2.
What'd you say?
Pick 204.
That's what pick I was.
Swear
to God.
Wait, really?
Swear to God.
That's crazy. We're just not figuring that out.
I should have been way higher. I'm still mad. I'm 47.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm still mad at that shit.
You really was 204?
That's crazy.
Ain't no fucking way I should have been 204. That still bothers me to this day. I'm way better than half the receivers that went before they got drafted. I was better than them, and I proved that I was better than them.
CT, I tore my quad at the combine. I got an excuse.
Hey, I don't know. I don't have no
Look
excuse.
what happened after, though.
But I should have been drafted higher. I ran fast. I jumped high. Like they'll put on here that I ran like a 4.5. Bro, I ran 4.39 and 4.4 flat, jumped 39 inches.
Is he really 204?
He was 204 in the 7th round.
Wait, check where I was. Make sure. I'm like, this is the craziest thing. If we really
That's actually so crazy we didn't know that.
Of all the picks.
Once he said that, I was like, oh, yes.
That's crazy.
204, 6th round. Yeah.
Hey,
y'all were both taking 204. That's wild.
My year, bro, we had 6 receivers going the first round.
And that's your intro from now on, Gary.
David Terrell. Corn Robinson.
Yep.
Rod Gardner.
Yep.
Santana Moss.
Oh, he remembers all of them.
Freddie Mitchell. Reggie Wayne. Then was the 6 receivers
He
drafted
remembers
in the
it in
first
order.
round.
I was like, I'll pull it up right now. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then Quincy Morgan from Kansas State, then Chad.
Chad went 36.
And I don't even want to get into all the guys that went before me. Them dudes wasn't better than me, and they know they weren't.
Yeah.
Wow.
But see, this is TJ's fault.
Why?
Why he's still angry about this so many
I
years
can't
later?
help it. I can't help it.
Because he doesn't cry. If he just cried one good time and just let it out, just cry one good time about the draft, you wouldn't be 47 still upset about it.
Man, I mean, I'm looking at this draft class now, and there's a lot of guys that got taken. The first rounders aren't better than some of the 2nd or 3rd. Steve Smith and Chad Johnson were taken in the 2nd and 3rd round of this. David Terrell, Ron Gardner were taken in the 1st round of this draft.
Inaccurate process, bro. But anyway, back on track. That's also wild.
Sorry.
That's going to be a Speakeasy trivia question, by the way.
Yes.
One of y'all will win $1,000 one day off that trivia question.
100%.
Just so y'all know.
Lock it in.
I feel bad for Pavio. Reason I was saying that is like, T, you know it now that I know you was 204. Bro, when you think you're going to go higher and you think you're going to go maybe day 2, 2nd or 3rd round, and then you're like, okay, fine, I'm going day 3, but I'll go early in the 4th. I ain't tripping. As soon as that Saturday starts, I'll get drafted. Bro.
That is so true, bro.
Kieran, it's just every pick.
Yeah.
A pick. Then by the 6th round, T, you go, T, this going to hurt your heart when I tell the story. By the 6th round, you get a call. It's your agent. But it's not your agent telling you you're getting drafted. It's your agent telling you, hey, in the event you go undrafted, these are some of the teams that might want to sign you as a priority undrafted free agent. Wow. Then they start to tell you that lie that all the undrafted players utter on Twitter. Hey, it's better to be undrafted so you can pick your location.
No, it ain't.
Because if you're undrafted, you can go to a team. Shut the hell up. It's better to be drafted because you can say you were drafted.
Yeah.
And if you're drafted, at least a team drafted you. They will value you more than an undrafted free agent regardless. Yes. Now, there is a silver lining. If you're undrafted, you can pick your location, but you're still undrafted. You're bottom of the barrel. You're begging for bread. So with that being said, like, I feel for Pavia. Now, my biggest loser.
Uh-oh.
It's the Rams. Unquestioned. No debate. No discussion. No topics. It's the Rams. The Rams are in a win-now window. The Rams roster is maybe a hair worse than the Seattle Seahawks roster. The Rams team is maybe a hair worse than the Seattle Seahawks team. And rather than the Rams improving a deficiency in their roster, rather than the Rams potentially improving at the linebacker position, rather than the Rams are potentially trading back and getting more draft capital so they could improve their roster for both today and tomorrow, the Rams decide to go acquire a quarterback that can't help them until one of the greatest quarterbacks that's ever played the game is retired. Make that make sense. Like, the Rams decided to acquire a quarterback that quite literally, if they're playing him, it means all hell is broken loose. If they're playing him, it means ish has hit the fan. Have y'all ever seen that clip where it was a Colts former general manager, and he had Peyton Manning at the time as the quarterback, and he said, they were like, yo, why doesn't the backup get any reps? He said, because if Peyton Manning's not in the game, we're effed, and we don't practice effed. He just didn't say effed.
Yeah.
He's like, if Peyton Manning ain't in the game, we're screwed. And we don't practice screwed. So why practice with the backup? If Ty Simpson is in the game for the Rams Super Bowl hopes are done. So the fact that you drafted a player who inherently means if he's in the game, you don't have a Super Bowl chance already makes you a loser. Rams, why'd you do it? Because from pick 2 on, it was solid. I like Max Claire's game in Ohio State.
Yeah.
Like it a lot. I think he can block. I think he's a really, really, really good tight end. And the Rams
that was a questionable one, though.
But the Rams more than any team live in 13.
Yeah.
Like they live in 13.
No, they love using
and
them.
Higbee be hurt.
Yeah, Higbee be hurt, but you also
Higbee
got
stay hurt.
You had hella guys there though too.
But they love tight ends. Remember, we thought they were going to go get Sadiq. You and I were both talking about that.
Yeah.
So like I like after what they did in round 1, but getting Ty Simpson, biggest loser for me.
Yeah.
I do feel bad for Pavia. I do. Like, he a young man. You want to live out your dream.
Yep.
But what I will say is he still has an opportunity. He didn't get drafted because he's small. He's not a crazy athlete. He doesn't have a crazy arm. This happens. All you got to do, Pavia, go prove yourself right.
Yep.
Go prove yourself right. If you're good enough, somebody is going to find a spot for you. If you're good enough. Because he took a Vanderbilt program that before he got there, they were ass.
Talk about it.
Before he got there, Vanderbilt, they're an academic school.
Yeah.
Right? I know Vanderbilt for academics, not playing football. He, for me, made Vanderbilt a good football program.
Right.
And so he has a winner's DNA. He doesn't have the prototypical size, speed, arm. He still can go do something. Now, on to the Rams. I don't mind the Ty Simpson pick.
Wow.
I don't, because it's very, very similar to when the Falcons picked Michael Penix last year. If the Rams are as good as we think they are, and they will be for the next 2 to 3 years, when are they ever going to have a top 15 pick? They're going to be picking in the back end of every round, every draft for the next 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah.
So when are they going to get their quarterback of the future? You going to hope to trade for one again? You going to hope one slides to you in the next handful of years? Or can we get a guy whose dad is a coach, who's been around ball his entire life, who understands football like no other because he's been around it. He's been around football since he was in diapers.
Yep.
We going to sit, we going to learn from one of the best quarterbacks to ever throw a football in Matthew Stafford. And if we do that for 2 years, you should be ready to go. If I'm going to argue against myself would be his lack of college starts. Now he's going to come in and sit. So I really believe they're going to give him so much playing time in the preseason. Let him get a lot of reps in practice because Stafford knows the system. But I like the pick because good teams are never in a position to draft good quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And so I don't mind this.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
The
That's
problem,
fair.
my
That's a
only
good
problem
point.
is this wasn't the year to do it.
When was it?
I hear you though. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I don't know. It's tough with this situation because you had two guys that possibly could have gone to the first.
I agree with T, but he lied to us one time. Said good teams are never in a position to draft a good quarterback. The Rams aren't a good team. They're a great team.
Yes.
Falcons, good team. With you. Falcons, y'all hover around 8 and whatever the hell, draft a quarterback. But the Rams, T, are a Super Bowl caliber team. We've never really seen this. When the Chiefs drafted Mahomes, they weren't a Super Bowl team. They were a playoff team. Shout out to them for being a 10, 11, 12 win team.
Yeah.
But T, we've never really seen, and even if you want to say the Niners were trying to get rid of Jimmy G. It's not as though the Rams are trying to get rid of Jimmy G. So even when the Niners drafted Trey Lance, even when the Cowboys drafted Dak Prescott, that's a 4th round pick. Like T, I don't know that we've ever really seen. Maybe the Packers with Aaron Rodgers is probably the best
when they got Jordan Love. Even when they drafted Aaron Rodgers with Brett Favre.
Yes, exactly right. But then
because
retroactively,
Favre was towards the end, but Aaron Rodgers had played a lot of college football.
But think about T in retrospect how potentially dumb that was, because you waste 3 years of Jordan Love when you could have drafted a player that could have helped Aaron Rodgers at an MVP level win a chip.
But when you do that, when Aaron Rodgers moves on, you never really take a step back.
Yes,
you kind of just keep it. Let me ask you this then. Answer this.
Yep.
If they drafted Sadiq or Lemon, do they impact the team that much to where it's a huge difference maker? Because you got Devontae Adams and you have Puka. You have T. Ferg, you have Higbee. Yeah. They'll impact the team. Is it going to be that much of a difference? Where it's like, oh my God, we had to have these guys. They're really going to help us these first couple years to put us over the top.
It does help you build for the future.
I see what you're saying.
Can I rebuttal here? I think in other years, you could get a Ty Simpson caliber quarterback at 29 or 30. Mm-hmm. That's just how I feel. I think Ty Simpson, if he was in next year's quarterback class, or maybe a quarterback class maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I forgot which one it was. He's likely the fifth
Lamar
guy
went,
going.
what, 32?
That's what I'm saying. You got Lamar Jackson at 32. Now, Lamar's an interesting case, too. But what I'm saying is, like, there's going to be drafts in the future where you have 4 or 5 first-round guys, and one guy's going to be the dude towards the end. Dude, J.J. McCarthy went he was, the fifth quarterback taken? You ended up getting better than him after that also as well. Look at last year, Tyler Shuck. You ended up getting him in the 2nd round. Now, look, I do think Ty Simpson, because of the situation he's being drafted into, is actually going to be a solid quarterback.
I agree.
But I think you could have gotten that anywhere, and right now you could have gotten someone that would have really given you something more. But that's just my take on that. My biggest loser, actually,
talk to me.
It's also in that division. It's the 49ers. Ooh, the 49ers, really? And I'll tell you why. Because I feel like, of course, they didn't have the crazy draft capital. They didn't have a first-round pick this year. They're trying to find depth. They're building an older team. Don't reach like this, though. Deshaun Stribling in the 2nd round is a reach, in my opinion.
Bro, have you looked at
in the 3rd round is a reach.
Stribling stats? Like, pull up his stats.
I'll pull up his stats.
Pull the stats up and just watch this.
Yeah.
Last year. It's crazy. Good athlete, though. Good athlete.
In the Speakeasy, hey, we're getting all super chats momentarily.
Because, these receivers, I'm on them.
Yeah.
Really good athlete.
Yeah.
But when you pull up his stats last season, it's like, whoa.
Yep. So Deshaun Stribling last season, he had 55 receptions for 811 yards.
Go game by game.
Okay, I got you.
Go game by game. It's certain games, bro. He had like 15 yards receiving.
Yep. Yeah.
Like certain. Yes.
He wasn't the number one option on that team.
Yes. He had like 15 yards receiving, bro.
Yeah. So
look. Kentucky, 9 yards.
Rome, can you take it?
Arkansas, 6 yards.
Yeah, 6 yards, 2 for 6
How
yards.
you have less than 15 yards receiving in 2 games?
Yeah, against LSU, he had 2 for 14.
14 yards.
He got busy in some, but like his average yards.
He had a 100-yard game, if I'm not mistaken.
But let me push back on y'all though.
It's against Georgia, but
if any
it's a reach.
But if any team has earned the right, it's the team that took George Kittle in the 5th round. It's the team that took Fred Warner in the 3rd round. It's the team that took Deebo Samuel in the 2nd round. Like, if any team has earned the right, I said George Kittle in the 5th round, Kieran, not first.
He took Trey Lance number 3 overall.
Sure, but I said Fred Warner in the 3rd round. Fred Warner.
What's the DN tackle?
You know Solomon Thomas?
No. They took him 3rd overall. The kid from the SEC. South Carolina?
Javon Kinlaw. Yeah, that's a mistake.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
They're not good in the 1st round. But they good in that 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
And look, I'll give them credit. Like, if they like what they saw, I trust Kyle Shanahan as an offensive mind, right? Yeah. Like, he's going to get the guys that he needs. But right here, Kalen Black in the 3rd round. Are you kidding me?
Hey, careful with the loser hate.
I like Kalen Black. I like him a lot. I actually like his game. I like him and Hemby. I like their game a lot. In the 3rd round, I'm not reaching for a depth piece. Are you crazy? I can get someone that can.
But here's why, Kieran. Kyle Shanahan made Alfred Morris a 1,500-yard running back.
He made Raheem Mostert.
He knows his RBs. Like, I can't. If he drafts him,
Yeah.
I don't even
You
care
got
if
no
everybody else
choice.
like.
Black's
He
gonna get
drafts
busy,
him,
but
I
he
gotta
must see
believe
something.
in
I
it.
ain't
It's
getting.
not
The
that
Niners'
though. We
first
know
pick.
the offense is gonna. Kyle Shanahan's run game is
They're
gonna be
gonna be
nice,
fine. They're gonna be fine.
regardless.
Dude, their
regardless.
first pick, his first pick was a receiver who had 100-yard game that came in the college football playoff, and he went to a school that all they did was throw the ball around the field.
Yeah.
All they did was throw the ball around the field. You had 100-yard game, and that was the end of the season.
Yeah.
You had 3 games
January.
under 15 yards, and you're playing for a coach and a team
in college.
that we just airing it out.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
good.
No,
That's
it
not
was
good.
one of the most pass-happy offenses in the entire country.
Hey, we got too many super chats for us to just be sitting here talking. Well, I want to talk to y'all. We know y'all do the show. Trey, what's up?
Listen, we got a lot of super chats to get to. I'm gonna start with my guy Trav Too Real, cause I owe you an apology, brother. Said, "What up, Speakeasy? Trey, you ain't read my last super chat on draft day. Put some respect on my name. All 3 of y'all.
Oh, tree of y'all.
Technically, it's 4 of us, but I know what you're doing with the Birdman quote. Said, shout out, boss man Acho, Social Sneeze, my guy TJ, and Burrito Bear. Question: how do y'all think the Pats did?
Oh, Burrito Bear, I got it.
And who's a sleeper pick that you guys like?
I already mentioned my sleeper, right?
Yeah.
My sleeper, I can't deny the Atlanta Falcons. I can't
Yep.
deny Zachariah Branch. I can't deny Harold Perkins. The Pats, because of getting more versatile on the offensive line,
Yeah.
I like the move.
Yeah.
Because of what you did with the offensive line, now you have the option to bump Will Campbell down the guard. You have the option to keep Will Campbell out of tackle. I don't know what they're going to do with Morgan Moses, because I like Morgan Moses. Probably only got 1 or 2 years left in his game, but I don't think they plan on moving him. So I like the Pats with that first-round pick at tackle. Now it's just interesting because you got 3 starting caliber tackles.
Yeah.
Who's going to play tackle? Who's going to play guard?
Yeah.
Exactly
Hey,
right.
when Lomu is a 12 to 14-year starter, if he can stay healthy.
I agree.
He's that good. His feet and just the way he can move, he's that good. And so if you can get that out of one of your first picks, your draft is successful.
Yeah.
Because that's all you trying to do. Your first round picks should be 10-year starters.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking forward to. Obviously, that's not going to always be the case.
Right.
But I believe Lomu, offensive linemen that go to Iowa, Utah, used to be Wisconsin, Notre Dame, them dudes are just ballers.
Yeah.
You go to them schools, you getting a good offensive lineman.
Yeah. Most definitely. Listen, keeping it moving. I am Cold Dog said, first off, great draft day coverage. Second, Muggs was cheating on those $1,000 questions. Myself included, he says. Because AI is real. I would have sent a simple chat link, but mods wouldn't let me. Just shows even Gemini recognizes the show is cool. That's facts. If y'all cheated out of $1,000, you belong to the Speakeasy, because cheating and scamming is something that Nigerians are very familiar with. Our guy, Vic Damone Jr. is in the building. Say, happy Sunday, fellas. Draft show was fire. Now, how do we feel about the Browns drafting another quarterback, knowing they have plenty of other issues to address? We'll put a pause on that, but I promise you we will get to it.
We'll get to it
for sure. I got to get through a couple more super chats. Otherwise, y'all going to have people mad at me. 214 Mr. DMW. Okay, we even got a little participation from Kieran right there.
I know this
Yeah,
one
and TJ, most definitely.
I know
Listen,
him.
what up, Care Bear, a.k.a. Caleb Bear, because you look
take
like
everything
Caleb
back.
Williams
I'll take everything.
without the beard, huh?
I'll take everything back. I know where this is going.
Wait, no, he's giving you credit,
Oh,
bro.
you said without the beard? Okay, is that where it ends?
That's where it is, bro.
Okay,
He just
okay,
gave you
come
some
on now.
love. Yeah, he just gave you some love. 214 gave you some love. Said, Rome, pull up the side-by-side pick, and your Dallas Cowboys are still the VHS Cowboys because they haven't won anything since the VHS era. But at least it wasn't a shot at you.
Yeah, it's true.
Just shot at your Cowboys.
Okay. I feel that. I feel that.
At Social Sneeze jumped in the super chat and said Justin Herbs and Spices was out there cooking them DBs. Snack Prescott for sure could be out there doing work in the
Hey,
1920s.
can we roll it one more time?
Yeah,
Let's
for TJ.
let's show TJ
One
real
more
quick.
time,
Roll,
in case y'all are just checking into the show.
Bro. I got in at OT7 this past weekend. You know, I got to throw myself a little dime right here.
Uh-huh.
This be right here. Look
Look at the
you
drop
see
back.
the footwork.
Look at the drop
Step
back.
by.
And
Oh, that's a dot.
Come on. You
That's
see,
a- that's
bro,
a
I had to look off a safety over to the other side.
And you
Y'all
skip
really
off the field like that's what you do.
Man, that's really
Yeah.
what I do. I
Now,
try to.
now I don't know if
People
you
were calling it a
if
dot.
you got
It
the
was
rest.
a dot though.
It was no, it was absolutely. And the other angle was even more fire. But if we saw the part where Kieran like jumped in the whatever, like the Chuck E. Cheese ball pit,
No, we ain't gotta watch all that.
T.
We ain't gotta
that,
watch all
that
pick.
part
T.
did. That part did look pretty
T, they
unathletic. I'm
call
not gonna lie.
they
Let me
call
see
my dog Tom Gravy. T.
Yeah, they did.
Tom
was that
Gravy
bad,
is a
dog?
lot.
Gravy is
Let me
crazy.
see it. Let me see it.
I'll get it up for you in just a second.
Okay.
Go.
Whoa, Paul,
snap.
say. I'll get it up for you in just a second. It's crazy. Whoa. Hey, pour yourself a drink, bro. Hey, Central Cash, you know what to do.
Hold on, T.
You know what to do.
Come on,
You
dog.
got it. That's crazy.
That was wild. I'm gonna keep the
That's
super chats
golly.
moving. Yeah,
And it
'cause
was like, it was respectful,
Hey.
crazy.
That was-
Yeah.
Hey, in a second, I'll get it up.
I'll get it up for you. Very consensual.
Like you have time. Like, if you can wait, I'll get it up for you in a second. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I don't need a lot of time. Just a little bit.
just give me a second.
Just a couple seconds.
Give me a
and I'll
second.
have it right up for you.
Yo,
That was
I'm glad
crazy.
Sugar Mama Shannon better not be watching because she's
Oh,
probably sweating right
all right,
now.
don't
oh,
kill
she's
yourself.
hot
That's
under the
enough.
Sugar Mama
collar.
Shannon is like,
She is.
woo, what these young boys say?
Yeah.
Sugar Mama Shannon probably.
Yeah,
that
she's
shit's
definitely needing to
strong,
change
too.
the draws right now. Listen, who cares? 2345 said, I need a Cleveland Browns glaze fest. 4 picks with a first round grade and address every weakness. Promise y'all the Browns is coming. KG Play for Keeps said, first time super chat, but I listen every morning at work. I'm from Memphis, but I'm a Ravens and Celtics fan. Y'all gotta relax on my city though. Only we can do that. Also, TJ, how do you feel about us getting Jacoby Lane?
I love it. I felt like Jacoby should have been drafted higher.
Absolutely.
He is a baller. Big, quick, fast, can jump. Jacoby gonna be a pleasant surprise. He should have been drafted higher.
Okay. Like that. Listen, John Mullins 338 said, would giving a solid quarterback a few years to develop not be a good idea? I feel like time is something that most guys aren't allowed, and that's why they don't succeed more regularly. I'm assuming Ty Simpson is who he's addressing. Acho, if you want to. Oh, wait, we got the.
We don't have the.
We don't have the
Okay,
video.
yeah, like, can we
his
pull that
verb.
up? Can we?
What's that? We got to redo it. I was
We're gonna
exhausted
have to
out there.
work on that verb, man.
No. The vert definitely needs some work.
Oh, Snack Prescott. That's his
Snack
name.
Prescott.
is something.
Here we go.
Snack
I'll roll it for you
Prescott.
one more
Go
time.
Zach Prescott now. I like that. Go.
All right, here we go. Oh, yeah, this angle's. Look at this, TJ.
Come on, bro.
That was nasty.
That's a BB.
That was nasty. Only
That's
thing
a lie.
nastier than that in this video was you jumping in the ball pit. Oh, my gosh. He barely made
Hey,
it.
look. Hold up.
He barely made it over the ball
Let me
pit.
explain myself.
He couldn't get out.
Let me explain hold on.
He got out in pieces.
Let me explain myself.
He got out.
No, he got
was
in
a- that
pieces
was a
too.
three.
He got in pieces
Let
too.
me explain myself. They called me up out of the booth. It was a team called Doughboys.
Okay.
Big boys out there. It's a
it was-
whole team
yeah.
alignment. I threw to the one skinny dude on the entire field. Okay. So they called me. They're like, "Yo, you could throw?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I could throw." 8th grade quarterback. They're like, "But you didn't play in high school." Same stuff.
Same shit Shady was on. Yeah.
So I was just like, "Bro, just let me go out there. Let me show
let
you."
me cook.
You know what I mean? I go out there. First pass in the flat, 5-yard out, laser, complete.
Yep.
Second pass, PI. Ended up. I tried to throw a little comeback. Third
Okay.
pass, little floater over the middle, perfectly layered, complete. I'm 2 of 2. Third pass, that one that you saw right there.
Wow.
3 for 3,
Right off the
100% completion percentage, and a touchdown.
done.
Out the booth, I'm done. I'm never touching the football
Yeah,
field again.
you got to go out on top.
I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
That's it. So that was
That's
what
fair.
it was, bro. It's now also I had to run out of the booth and then I had to run on the field. I forgot how much running was involved because then the clock was running down,
Oh,
so I
you
had
tired.
to run to it, and I had to snap.
Yeah.
Then I had to then they took the play sheet the other team did, so we had to like chase them around.
Okay.
I don't do too much chasing nowadays.
Yeah.
Ended
Well-
up, then through the touchdown, I went off. I was celebrating. Then they were like, "Yo, we're going to the pit." I had to sprint to the pit.
And by the time you got there,
By then, bro,
You got a front flip into the pit.
I'm tough. Yeah, no, front flip is crazy. Now this, I'm too bottom heavy to get the front to flip.
3. You're
That's-
not,
yeah, no,
you're
that's-
not
yeah.
2 anything. You're,
No,
you're
yeah.
3. You're 3.
We're almost down there. We're
Okay.
almost down
All right,
there.
listen, well, until you get
we
there.
had a good week and we're gonna be below.
Okay.
Come on now.
All right, listen, I like
now.
that.
I'm still
I got a
hurting.
couple more, then we got to get back to the show, y'all. So listen, King Drewski said, welcome back, 401k Bear.
Okay.
IBS Bear.
Okay.
500-pound Bear.
Whoa.
Sardine
that is
Bear.
crazy.
Meek Mill Bear. Patrick Mahomes. Ham Newton. Poultry Manning. Glad to have you back on the show.
Poultry Manning is crazy.
Poultry Manning is that's a good one.
I'm not gonna lie, poultry too healthy of a meat for me to be that. I'm gonna be red meat Manning or something like that. I don't know.
But he said, glad to have you back. The show is nothing without you. So after all the slander, he gave you love at the end.
That's real love right there.
Central Cast, our weird cousin, shout out to our weird cousin, said, TJ, how do you feel about the picks the Niners made? We did get to the Niners, so hopefully your questions were answered there. And Poppy said, what's happening, y'all, Trey? I'll see you at the Fieldhouse, Unk. Crazy that I'm getting called Unk. Acho, I'll give you a little grace since you had the Giants, said the Giants had the best draft, but man, how you gonna go 0-for-3 on the Spurs game?
He talking lineups?
I'm assuming he's talking PrizePicks lineups. You went 0-for-3?
I might have, but hold on, Rome.
Oh my goodness.
He don't know yet. He about to
He bringing one up?
Hold on, Rome.
Let him cook. Listen,
Keep going.
Cap9123 said, how do we feel about the Raiders taking Malik Benson? Did we hit that when you talking about?
No, but I like
Okay. No, Malik
I like
Benson's
that pick.
solid.
He can play.
Yeah. Yep.
I like the Malik Benson. The Raiders had a really good draft, bro.
Yeah.
I really like what they did. I really do.
Yeah, that's fair. Listen, I got one from Neon Waffle Maker. Said Bears sneaky winner, second best safety, best center in the draft from Iowa, and got Xavier Thomas in the third and stole Malik Muhammad in the fourth.
No,
bear down.
I love what they already had. Al Harris coming back. Those DBs were making play after play after play to get the two guys that they had. I'm telling you, and I'm not just saying this because he's from my area. Malik Muhammad
can play.
is going. He can play, dude. He can really play. So it's gonna be fun to watch. I know they calling me Ham Newton and Ham Darnold in the.
Well, two more super chats just came in with nicknames. Joshua Bennett said BBL Bear.
Wow.
And then
Crazy.
Joseph Keys followed right up with Thompson the Trunk Bear got an arm.
Come on now.
Hey, what was the Jalen?
I'll listen to the last part.
Look, what was the Jalen one? They gave you like
Jalen. Oh yeah, Jalen. One more won't hurts. Jalen. One more won't hurts is crazy. Because I've been there before. I've definitely been to one more won't hurts.
Y'all minds are
Bro, the internet is undefeated. This is why the internet never takes a loss.
Give us one more super chat.
Okay, one more I can get to. Let
Or
me
just
see.
reread the one who called me out.
Well, no, I got one from
ahead.
Incognito Gaming. That is a crazy day.
Negro.
Action Jackson won the draft. Finally gets some protection and weapons drafted for once in his entire career. Y'all ain't ready for that.
Here's the problem, Incognito. Is the Ravens have tried before. We'll see if they execute.
Yeah.
They drafted Zay Flowers in the first. They drafted Rashad Bateman in the first.
Yeah,
they drafted another wide. They acquired older Nelson Aguilar. They acquired an older
They had
DeAndre
Hopkins.
Hopkins. They've acquired. They've tried. We'll see if it pays out.
Drafts
Rome,
are
you ready?
crazy too, by the way.
Now look, the type of human I hate most in this world is the type of human I'm about to be. I repeat, the type of human I hate most in the world is the type of human I'm about to be.
Wow.
Okay.
The type of human that when they lose, they don't say nothing. And then when they win, they glow.
Yeah.
I've been getting smacked. Bam, 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 on PrizePicks. Mm-hmm. But what goes around, goes around, goes around, comes all the way back around. Yeah. Quick 1,000, 4,700 today. Quick in my sleep. Next row.
Okay.
Quick 1,000.
Damn.
3,700 today. Quick one in my sleep. Next round.
Another one. Oh my God. 15,000?
Oh. What goes around, goes around, goes
Damn,
around.
Acho done won goddamn 30 grand in 2 days.
Man.
Anyway, I've been killing on PrizePicks. I just didn't want to be the dude that comes
Yeah,
out here
that
and starts
has to-
stunting.
yeah,
and
right.
So show us the one that he lost on so I can see how I want
You
to
don't want to
see.
see that one.
I was getting drugged, but now I'm out the money. I had a bad 4 days, and we're alive and well.
Now, PrizePicks had
You know
him
what,
ripping the
Kieran?
sheets.
You know what we got to do, bro?
What do we have to do?
Contracts are up soon for us.
Oh, really?
All this extra.
Maybe for you, brother, not for me. I've been re-upped.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, listen. Well, enjoy that 360 deal because my contract's up soon. And I'm renegotiating a bonus structure in my contract with all these winners. You ain't about to just
You
keep
just need
that
a new check.
in front of my face and think I ain't negotiating some shit. Yeah. All that social trade, you the best. Yeah. You gonna earn it. You gonna pay for it.
Wow. I'm very happy over here, man. It's awesome.
Enjoy ahead. I'm about to join that side.
We gotta get this show going. You guys were mentioning what the Cleveland Browns did in the draft. They did have an exceptional draft. Andrew Berry did it again. Round 1, they had Spencer Fano. They also had Casey Concepcion, Denzel Boston, and then a bunch of really solid picks as well, including more and more offensive line depth. I like the Parker Brailsford pickup in the 5th round as well. Sleeper put this out saying, the Browns are stacking talent in the last 2 drafts. They've added Spencer Fano, Casey Concepcion, Denzel Boston, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, Mason Graham, Carson Schwessinger, Quinshawn Judkins, and Harold Fannin just in the last 2 drafts. They also have significant draft capital heading into 2027, owning a first, a second, a third, 3/4, 2/5, and 2/7 as well. Andrew Berry absolutely cooking. I thought this was a hilarious picture that we could show. And Casey Concepcion at his opening presser had something to say about SHEDEUR Sanders. I'll let you guys listen.
Whenever I had entered the transfer portal, after my sophomore season, I had actually went down to Colorado and and met SHEDEUR. He's a great guy, a great leader. I just cannot wait to build that relationship, build that and build that connection with them. Whenever.
Casey Concepcion, saying that he's excited to build a connection with SHEDEUR Sanders. What should SHEDEUR take away from the draft that the Browns just had?
Browns are doing everything possible to help SHEDEUR Sanders. Everything possible to help any quarterback in that situation. Number 1, Fano, really, really, really good offensive lineman. I studied this tape because I was trying to figure out just how much protection can he add. Really light on his feet, but also has like clubs for hands. When he gets his hands on you, you're dead. Beyond that, they said let's address the wide receiver position with Concepcion in Boston. Here's why I love that. Competition breeds excellence. With all due respect, we don't know who's going to be the better player. I would think it's Concepcion. I don't love Boston's game. When I mean by I don't love his game, I just simply mean like he doesn't look special to me. He looks really good. I think he might have the best hands in the draft, but he doesn't look special to me. But he might get to the National Football League, turn up, and all of a sudden, he might end up being the most special. I studied both of their tapes. I like them both. I don't love Boston, but his hands are crazy, so who knows what he might be able to do. And then McNeil-Warren, ball hawk. 4 forced fumbles last year, 2 picks last year. I think he had an interception return for a touchdown. Ball hawk at the safety position. I'm curious as, are they going to try to move one of them into nickel? Or are they going to try to keep both of them at safety? You have Delpit. I still believe you have Ronnie Hickman. So is somebody going to drop down to the nickel position? So I'm just curious how they're going to utilize all of those players. And then again, you draft another offensive lineman when you go get Barber in the 3rd round. Offensive linemen are what the Cleveland Browns need. Wide receivers are what the Cleveland Browns need. In the first 3 rounds, you get 2 offensive linemen, you get 2 wide receivers. A+ for Andrew Berry. I trust him, especially after the draft he had last year.
I love their draft, man. Spencer Fano is going to be a top left tackle. First 2 years, he'll be a top 5 left tackle. He's that good.
Yep.
So athletic, big as hell. Strong, just like you said. And Denzel Boston can play.
Yep.
Little injury history, but he can play. I think the best hands in the draft actually are Jacoby Lane, to be honest with you. But you get 2 different guys. Concepcion a little smaller, a little quick, or he looks to be a little smaller, but he's 6 feet, 190 pounds. That's really not that small. But he can go. One or both of these guys may end up being starters. Probably both of them, because many thought Denzel was going to go in the 1st round. But your first 4 picks, probably all 4 of those dudes start minimum 3 as rookies. Minimum 3 of those guys. So when that happens, you're drafting very well because you got guys on the team that they just not going to get a spot up. But I believe Fano for sure is starting. Concepcion and Boston, one of the 2 will start. And McNeil-Warren is going to start. Whether Hickman drops down, he starts.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about.
Because many thought he would be a 1st round pick. You know how many teams tried to get him to enter the portal last year, and he was like, no, I'm staying at Toledo. He refused to do it, and so I really like what the Browns have done. Just this division in general, man, the AFC North, all the teams really improved themselves. But the Browns are doing a really good job of getting positions of need, and it looks to be positions that are going to help them. But the draft is an inexact science. You never know until you get on the field.
Yeah, no, I love the Spencer Fano pickup. I think he's been the best offensive lineman in all of college football. I think I'm a huge Kelvin Banks guy. Last year, I think it was them 2 right next to each other. He can play both left and right side of the line. He got put on the right whenever Caleb Lomu came in. He is unreal.
I wonder why he went number 9.
I don't know.
I don't understand that.
I don't know why he wasn't the first offensive lineman taken off the board. I think he was a top 5 level guy, and I think, like you said, he's going to be a superstar in the National Football League. I think he's going to be one of the best offensive linemen, and this is exactly what I said Cleveland needed to do. But I do have a question for you, because what I said they didn't need to do was take another quarterback. They did end up taking Taylon Green in the 6th round, and that's
the freak athlete, right?
So, yes. So Taylon Green, if you don't know, 6'6", 200 and I think 237, 200 some pounds.
4'4".
Yeah, like it runs a 4.3. Runs a 4.37 at 6'6", 240. He is an unreal athlete, and I mean not the best throwing motion and whatnot. I'm wondering if this is another. Obviously, the Browns were the team that famously got Terrell Pryor to have a 1,000-yard season. Is this a hey, we got our guy in Casey Concepcion and Denzel Boston that do 2 different things? Maybe why not take a risk on a guy later on and see if he can potentially play the wide receiver position, or do you think he's going to play quarterback for him?
I think it's twofold. Number one, remember where Todd Monken came from. He came from a system with the quarterback that can go.
Yep.
So Todd Monken already has plays designed, quarterback runs, quarterback powers, quarterback sweep, quarterback's counters. He already has all those designed. Shedeur Sanders can't run them. And Deshaun Watson sure as hell can't run them. Not all got Achilles and that ACL. Yeah. So you don't even want that. But all of a sudden you put Taylon Green. I'm putting Taylon Green in the red zone. I'm putting Taylon Green in on 3rd and 3, on 3rd and 4. I'm putting him in on 3rd and 2. He might mess around, run QB power. He might run QB sweep, or he might fake the QB power, run a couple slant routes, easy reads, right? You know they're going to be in a man, run mesh routes. So I think Taylon Green is the type of player you draft in the 6th round, unlike Anthony Richardson, who you messed around and drafted him top 5. So Taylon Green is the type of player you draft in the 6th, and if you end up moving him to wide receiver, moving him to tight end, so be it. But more than anything, given that you have 2 quarterbacks that aren't elite mobile, bro, let me get a 6'6", 230-pound cat that can run. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my thought process. Like, let me get that cat, T. What you think?
I like him. I'm biased. He's been out here training with us for years. When he was at Boise State, obviously he's a Texas boy, went to Boise State, and then he transferred to Arkansas. And so I've seen the progression of him improve as a quarterback. Dude is like big, fast, really strong arm. Throw motion is a little different.
Yep.
But I'm curious as to how are they going to navigate with this? Because you draft 2 quarterbacks last year. You have Deshaun Watson coming back, and now you draft Taylon Green. That's 4 quarterbacks, and then you see him say, we're going to keep 3 on the roster, 1 on the practice squad. And so what quarterback will that be? Will that still stay true? But you can never go wrong when you're drafting big, tall, fast dudes.
That part. I think that's the best way to say it. Like, you drafting a 6'6" cat, like, you can't go wrong with it. And also, if you're a smart offensive mind, there's a role for him on offense.
For sure. If he's active, there's a role for
5
sure.
5 to 7 plays a game. Like, there's a role for him on offense. One, T, I'm curious, what will he do with the now screen? I'm curious, what will he do with a jump ball? And I'm also curious, bro, on 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, put him in a game, just run QB power.
Yeah.
So I'd rather QB power than turning around. You know they're handing it to Quinshon Judkins. The box is stacked.
Dog, if you put him out there as a receiver, you think they're going to run a double pass. You don't think, I mean, there's just so many things if you put him out there as a receiver. When you throw him the ball, you're telling your defense, hey, be careful now because he can throw the ball.
Correct.
He just catch it, 3rd and 3, get the first down. And now you start coming up. Now you get hit with a double pass because there's just so many variables and things that you can do with him. It will be interesting to see if he's able to just adapt to the NFL game as a quarterback.
Also, keep in mind, the Saints got way more out of Taysom Hill than BYU ever did. Kieran, you're familiar with Taysom Hill. Thankfully, I wasn't in Texas when he dominated the hell out of Texas. But
you weren't there?
Hell no. Praise God.
Oh, yeah,
Taylon Green's the type of player that could go into the NFL, mess around, find a Taysom Hill type of role, and have a 8 to 12-year NFL career, have 800 all-purpose yards every season, and before you know it, like, he's actually making moves. So, bro, the Browns, they killed it. Not to mention, think about what the Browns did last year. Harold Fannin, Carson Schwarzenegger, Isaiah Bond off the street, Shedeur Sanders in the 5th round, and then Quinshon Judkins in the 2nd.
The problem is they're just in a tough division, and until they find that quarterback, it will always be as if they're running uphill.
Yeah, no, it just feels like a Terrell Pryor type situation for them. But I do love the fact that they're committed to they're really committed to I don't know, developing Shedeur. It seems like they're making the commitment to the offense.
I know we got some crazy super chats popping right now. Sorry to interrupt you, Trey. I heard they was getting wild in the chat, so talk to me.
Listen, it's getting crazy.
But this is just becoming the Speakeasy regular. Love and Lead Pod, also known as I Can Do 413.
Yeah.
Send a $200 super chat. Come on now, and say at TJ is 100% right. If you look at the Packers model, that works. How many teams have had few quarterbacks since the Packers and Favre? If Ty turns out to be Rodgers or Love, it's a great pick. Rams team is strong enough to make that risk. Having a quarterback sit behind a Hall of Famer and MVP like Stafford is always valuable.
I agree.
In response to that, yeah, that's facts. He definitely cooked. Mr. 2AB said, Eagles had an amazing draft. Lemon is going to be a dog. Howie stole him while he was on the phone with the Steelers. Surprised Acho hasn't mentioned the Nigerian monster Eagles took in the 7th round. Absolute beast.
He is
Who
a
got
monster,
drafted with that?
bro.
Like, no football tape.
No football tape. Kieran, pull this up for fun.
Yeah.
Uar, Nigerian dude, 6'4",
You know how to say
290.
He's basically 6'5".
Yes,
He's
ran
6'4" and
a
5'8".
4.52, bench 225, 32 times.
Yeah, now here we go. So they drafted a 21-year-old Nigerian who's never played football, but he's 6'5", 306 pounds, and this is his 40.
Brother.
That shit look fake, bro. Like, look how big this
39-inch vertical, 10-10 broad jump.
and he full
Full
extension.
extension. He don't even know what he's doing.
But look, he can run. He can even stop. Like, to be that big and to be able to stop the way he's stopping, I think people take that for granted.
Well, I mean, this is the thing.
I'm going.
Can we be honest though? The starting left tackle for the Philadelphia Eagles, how much football did he play before getting drafted?
None.
Not a lick. And does he not play at an all-pro level?
Bro, absolutely.
Yeah, come on now.
I think it's brilliant.
Yeah,
Eagles gonna find a use for him in one way or another.
Yeah.
No, that's ridiculous. If that kid just randomly becomes one of the best players in the NFL, I'm gonna be really mad. That would be some Eagles
Just
shit
randomly?
To happen. Yeah, no, that would
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
Just
No,
to
but
continue.
that dude is a unit.
Nah,
for sure.
100%.
Where we at?
Listen, we got one from our guy, Benjamin Todd.
B-Todd, what up,
Shout out to
baby?
B-Todd. Said, please talk about how much a football player has changed between the day before the NFL draft and the beginning of OTAs in May. How in all that exposure and freedom do players tell themselves to be grounded in a sea of change?
Between the draft and when?
OTAs.
I mean, if you've graduated from college,
Yep.
you're there tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you have not graduated, you cannot go to mini camp. And so it just kind of depends.
Yeah.
And depends when you got drafted, bro.
What you
Yeah.
know the biggest difference though is when you go from college to the league, you just have so much free time, man.
Yeah.
Like you go to OTAs, you go to practice, then you're done.
Yeah.
It's no school, you're done. Like you're done by 12, 1 o'clock, and you're like, what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
Because you're in a hotel.
Yeah.
You want what I'm gonna do?
Let's we'll read one or two more super chats, then let's get to this next topic.
Cool, for sure. So the Prime 7018 said, I need to know which division y'all think had the best draft, not the team, the whole division. If y'all thought about that.
That's really interesting.
I'll give you some time. I'll read another one while y'all think about that. Trey Wash 8 said, what's up, fellas? First time super chatter straight out of Oak Cliff, Texas. I know Acho and Ham Newton know what's up.
Yeah.
Said, but for real question, how do y'all feel about my Texans draft? I'm kind of iffy.
Liff.
Wait,
Oak Cliff.
Man, I'm trying
That's
to think
my
of like,
hood.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Put it in your face.
Get that understood.
Ain't no place
Did
in
that
Dallas,
song
right?
go anywhere outside of Oak Cliff?
I don't know.
I've
Y'all
never
heard it before?
I haven't heard it.
Damn.
But it was a real song.
That's
was
in Dallas, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I know a couple homies from Oak Cliff.
Yeah, Oak Cliff.
Okay.
Best
Division.
I'd say NFC East because of the Giants, because of the Cowboys, and because of the Commanders. I wouldn't even necessarily say because of the Eagles.
Yeah.
But like Commanders getting Sonny Styles, Giants getting Arvell Reese, Cowboys getting Caleb Downs. Those
Got
are
three
three
of
of the four best defenders in the draft.
I could
All
agree
Ohio
with
State
that. I
guys.
could agree with that.
Yeah.
Even still with the Cowboys' second first round pick, I don't care what nobody says. He may end up being a good player, but it's hard to draft somebody that you hope can develop into a player. You got to draft guys that you know.
Yeah.
Or he's just more of a project. But
He has higher upside than maybe some of the other guys,
Oh,
but
yeah,
also
the
like the
measurables?
floor,
Yeah.
yeah.
The floor was a lot higher for other prospects, which is why I was kind of upset because at 21,
Oh yeah, you weren't here.
at 23, I felt like you could have taken something better. We'll get to the Cowboys a little bit later though, but let's talk about the team that won the NFC East, guys. MAKAI Lemon ended up getting selected by the Philadelphia Eagles with the 20th pick. This is what he had to
The
say.
helmet to this moment right here, being a first-round pick in the NFL draft. What has defined your journey?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm just so blessed right now. You know, I just praise the Lord for every moment, really. It's a dream come true. I can't even believe this right now.
When you look out at those Philly fans and you think about the fan base that's about to embrace you with open arms, what will they love most about you?
They getting a dog. It's ready to work, for real. I ain't doing no playing.
Ain't doing no playing is what MAKAI Lemon had to say. He's already getting busy with his teammates, him and Devontae Smith at the 76ers game 3. Them repping for the city already. They are getting their ass kicked for sure. The 76ers are getting whooped. But, fellas, how do we feel about MAKAI Lemon? Do you think he can replace A.J. Brown?
Replace A.J. Brown? Nah, they're two different type of players. A.J. is a huge human being that plays receiver. MAKAI's just a different player. Smitty will now go into that number 1 receiver role. Obviously, with MAKAI being a first-round pick, they want him to get the ball. Mm-hmm. But what happens with Dontavian Wicks, because he can play and he's going to get on that practice field and show you, like, hey, I can really go. Yeah. And when they see that, how's it going to be? Because you have a first-round pick, a receiver that you want to get in the game and you want to get the ball. But you're also a team that doesn't throw the ball often. That's the only thing the only problem I have with the pick is the Philadelphia Eagles supposedly want to get back to running the ball more, correct? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So why are you drafting a receiver in the first round? You already got a receiver in Smitty, Dontavian Wicks, Hollywood Brown that you can get the ball to. And you're a team that wants to go back to running the ball more than you throw it. So he's a good player. Yeah, they getting the dog, but he replace A.J. Brown, that's not going to happen.
He's a good player. What I like about him is he's physical, and I don't know if the Eagles necessarily have that with A.J. Brown gone. Once A.J. Brown is gone, like, you need somebody who's not afraid to do the dirty work. And I think that's what MAKAI Lemon is going to be. He's going to be that player that's not afraid to go out there and block. He's not afraid to line up in the backfield, run a swing route. He's not afraid to go out there in the slot and run across the middle and have to match up against a linebacker. The tension for me, though, is now the Eagles have a whole bunch of, like, small receivers. Yeah. Devontae Smith, small guy.
I mean, he's thin. Smitty about 6 feet.
Yeah, but he's small.
Dontavian Wicks about 6'2", probably about 190.
That's my point.
Yeah,
AJ, where are the two build dudes?
AJ 6'3", 225, 230.
And bro, AJ is my size, bro.
Yeah, big dude.
I went up to AJ, I was like,
yeah, no, AJ's huge.
Like, AJ's my size. So now the only dilemma is, like, there's no easy outlet throws. I'm gonna just throw a jump ball. I'm just gonna throw red zone. I'm gonna just throw a goal line fade and just trust it. There's no TJ Husman's
like that game against the Rams where it was like, okay,
AJ just said, give me this, I'm going somewhere. Back in the day when AJ caught that ball in the Titans and said 1, 2, 3, because they all fell down. You do not have that. I like MAKAI Lemon. I don't know, is he Emmanuel Sanders-esque?
No. He doesn't have,
not that speed.
One, he's heavier. Okay. He doesn't have the shiftiness, that suddenness that Emmanuel Sanders had. Emmanuel Sanders,
yeah,
he had that.
Yeah.
MAKAI doesn't have that, but with MAKAI, he's strong, and he's going to make contested catches. But the only thing is, when you get to the league, the smaller guys, them contested catches are a lot harder.
Is it fair for me to say MAKAI Lemon is like a snack-sized Puka Nacua? Because that's what he kind of reminds me of. That's what he plays like. He's like a snack-sized Puka.
No, they're about what speed-wise. That's a good comparison.
Yes. Neither of them are incredibly slippery. Neither of them are incredibly quick twitch.
Just make plays.
They just make wild plays. They're very physical. They play bigger than they are. They're hard to bring down. They do the dirty work. They're not afraid to block you. Like, MAKAI Lemon is like a snack-sized Puka.
You watch some of these throws that Jordan Maava is making to MAKAI. A lot of them he's covered. He's just making the play.
Correct.
Jalen Hurts going to make these throws?
He ain't throwing 50-50 balls.
You see what I'm saying? Is Jalen Hurts...
Is Jalen Hurts going to put...
Is Jalen Hurts going to make these contested throws and say, my receiver is going to come down with him? Is he making that throw? That's what I'm saying.
Wait for the next one. Hold on. Wait for after this one. Y'all stop what you're doing and watch this next throw, because this is the most important part of the conversation. I don't know...
The corner route, right?
Yes.
That right there. Is he making that throw? It's two guys around him.
Jalen likes protecting the football.
And so we haven't seen him make those throws to A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
So is he now gonna make these throws for Ricky MAKAI Lemon?
He'll make them to AJ when he's one-on-one on the outside. But
Right.
even then, this past season, we saw him not making those throws as much as he should have, though.
You'll make those throws to a 6'2", 6'3" AJ Brown. You're gonna make those throws to a 5'11" MAKAI Lemon.
Not in the NFL.
I don't think so.
Not in the NFL.
And so that's my point.
Not in the NFL.
Are they gonna be able to get the best out of MAKAI because he makes these type of plays? But is your offense and your quarterback willing to take these type of chances?
Yeah. Oh, I trust MAKAI Lemon as a football player, though. He's a
hell of a football player.
Real football player. I'm not sure this Eagles system is predicated for him getting. It's built for him getting busy, and that's my one thing. The busiest we've seen a wide receiver get with the Eagles over the past couple of years, it was AJ Brown. But also AJ has that ability to, hey, when I need it, I gotta bail myself out. I'm throwing it up in your area, and I know you can bring it down. This past season, Dallas Goedert was his go-to guy on third downs. It was Dallas Goedert over and over and over again, and he's hitting him.
Does
while
it matter that
contested
Sean
and whatnot.
Mannion is changed coming in as a new offensive coordinator? Does that matter?
That might play a
Does that matter?
Here's my thought process. Sean Mannion has only coached in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Green Bay was a team that had 4 wide receivers that were all incredibly humble, all incredibly selfless. We're going to spread it around. We have Dontavius Wicks. We have Christian Watson. We have
Romeo Dobbs, Jaden Reed.
and we have Jaden Reed.
And then
that
you draft
is now
Golden in the first round.
correct. That is now what the Eagles have. The Eagles now have Devontae Smith, Hollywood Brown, Dontavian Wicks, MAKAI Lemon. Like, the Eagles are essentially duplicating the Green Bay Packers process. And so rather than having a one receiver that's going to dominate, we're going to go wide receiver by committee. We've seen the Packers have success doing it, had no 1,300-yard receivers, but they had about 4 700-yard wide receivers. I think Smitty will go for 1,100. I think Brown will go for about 400 or 500. I think MAKAI will go for about 700. I think Wicks will go for about 650.
Then was
the
he
Eagles
worth
will pass
taking,
for 3,400.
if he's a 700-yard season type of guy, was he worth taking in the first round and trading up for?
No, not if you're not going to utilize him to his full capabilities.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't. To me, as a fan of a team in the division, it's not something that like scares me. It's not something that's like, damn, I can't believe that happened. When they got Jalen Carter, I was like, damn, this sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When they got other pieces, it's like, damn, okay, this is gonna suck to go against. MAKAI Lemon, I do think is an incredible player, but he's not. In my honest opinion, I just don't think he fits that awesome offensive system.
What pick did the Eagles draft MAKAI Lemon?
20.
What pick did the Cowboys draft CeeDee Lamb?
We took him
16?
Maybe even later. Let me see.
Maybe later, bro.
me
That's
see.
why I'm
Nah,
asking.
nah,
the
he
No,
was in the
not later than
teens.
20.
He was
but
in
it
the teens.
late teens. Might be
we
the
took him at
17.
17. We took him at 17. Yeah.
Like when the Cowboys drafted CD, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
You draft like MAKAI's a good player.
Yeah.
I don't see MAKAI being a what CD has 1,700 yards one season.
I think MAKAI in a different system would cook. MAKAI Lemon on
MAKAI
the
on the
Rams.
Rams.
MAKAI Lemon on the Rams would have gone
MAKAI
crazy.
would go crazy on the Rams
Because that's Sean
on the slot.
McVay. That's Sean McVay.
And it's nothing against us. Like I said, I've said it time and time again. The Eagles' offense is predicated
What, CJ
on running the
Daniels,
football.
when he gets an opportunity for the Rams, he going to do work and everybody going to say he should have been drafted higher.
Yeah. You're
Big
right.
dude.
Yeah, it's going to be the same thing for Ty
Watch.
Simpson, in my opinion, though. I think Ty Simpson's going to be successful and be like, they knew it. And it's like,
You think last few questions on this, Kieran? You think Jalen Hurts was happy when he saw Eagles draft wide receiver first round MAKAI Lemon?
I don't know how Jalen Hurts feels. I can't speak for that, man.
Would you be happy?
Jalen Hurts probably sat at the TV and was like, tough. And that was it. Like that, I don't know what Jalen Hurts thought. Would I be happy? Yeah, of course. Like, I don't want to go out there without my best wide receiver in the next season and not have at least something promising or someone promising out there. New offensive system. I want a piece. I want more pieces around me. Now, Dontavius Wicks, I know he's happy with Hollywood Brown, but the thing is, the Eagles wide receivers, they can separate.
Yeah.
They have been able to separate, and Jalen Hurts. He does not put the ball in danger. It's one of his best qualities. He's not a dude that's just going to go throw up into triple coverage and whatnot and be like, oh, please. That's the reason why we haven't seen A.J. Brown get as busy, I think, in the past couple of years. So I think it's a solid situation for the Eagles, but I don't think their offensive system and the quarterback really goes with MAKAI Lemon's play style. Jordan Tyson would have been a guy that I was like, oh, yeah, this is a dude that could eat for the Eagles. But MAKAI Lemon, I'm not sure.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. T, what you think? If you sitting there on the offense, you see Eagles draft MAKAI Lemon.
If you're Jalen Hurts, you have to be happy.
Yeah.
You're a quarterback. You drafting guys that should make my job easier. Whether it's an O-lineman, a running back, a tight end, a receiver. You draft anybody on the offensive side of the ball in the first round and I'm the quarterback, I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's get to the Lakers game because I think breaking the Lakers just lost 115 to 96. DeAndre Ayton got ejected. Kevin Durant did not play. LeBron James had 7 turnovers. The Los Angeles Lakers had over 20 turnovers as a team. Houston Rockets, last time I checked, had sub 10 turnovers with their starters in that game. Kieran, start with the final score, if you will.
Yeah,
we'll get to the KD piece of the back half. But Los Angeles Lakers still winning the series 3-1, but the Houston Rockets do take a W at home. Series will now travel back to LA, where the Lakers hope to. Ayton caught Şengün with the elbow.
These refs are so
caught
terrible,
Şengün with the elbow.
I can't even watch. They're like the way some of these refs call games, bro. Hey, real quick, I know that we ain't talking about this. What game was it? Where is it? Minnesota? Will the NBA suspend those guys from running off the bench? Because that's a rule.
Not.
That's a rule. Stay your ass on the bench. That's a rule.
We'll see.
You got to enforce them.
We'll see.
But I'm sorry.
We'll
I know that was. I just was thinking about that. Sorry.
Rockets get it done tonight. The Rockets got a big victory, surviving the sweep. They win 115 to 96. Was a crazier game though. There was some stuff about Kevin Durant. I'll let you guys take a listen. David Minison. I forgot how to say his name. McMiniman. Yeah. He said Kevin Durant's teammates have no idea what's going on with him, raising questions on whether KD's rehabbing away from the team or whether his teammates have been checking in on him. Clutch Points also pointed out Kevin Durant was on the bench for the game, missing his 3rd game of the series.
That's crazy.
DeAndre Ayton ended up getting ejected in this game, and during this ejection, KD was up waving at him out of the arena. Seems like a very active and participating
they were down
teammate
22.
as well. The Rockets do end up getting the victory tonight. One, how do we feel about the Rockets surviving elimination here tonight? And then also, is this a bad look for Kevin Durant? We'll start with the
shout out to the Rockets for getting the dub. Most importantly, shout out to the Rockets for getting the dub. And in all honesty, there's nothing more important for Kevin Durant than the fact that the Rockets did get a dub, because if Kevin Durant had another sweep on his resume and sweep on his legacy, that would suck for KD, and nobody's going to use the context or the nuance that KD didn't even play in the game. So shout out to the Rockets for actually fighting and getting a dub. I'm not surprised that it happened. In all honesty, nobody thought that the Lakers were going to sweep the Rockets going into the series. Even without Kevin Durant, we didn't think that the Lakers were going to sweep the Rockets. So really impressed by the Rockets getting the dub. The Lakers should not have messed with their food and played around with their food. You need to sweep the Rockets, in large part because the Thunder are about to sweep the Suns. And you need as much rest, as much game planning, as much rehabbing, as much ice and stem, as much relaxation as you can get before you got to face off against that Oklahoma City Thunder team that is literally mowing over the Phoenix Suns and making Devin Booker disappear. Back to the Lakers. LeBron James, 7 turnovers. And I think LeBron James, he played with his food too. 10 points. 0 for 3 from 3. I think the Lakers knew this was a game they could afford to lose, and lose is exactly what they did. Lakers gave this game away more than anything. And then here's what the weirdest part about it. With 6 minutes, 13 seconds left, the score was 83 to 101. And all the Lakers starters were on the bench. So even JJ had a chance to say, you know what, let me try to fight again. Yeah. And even JJ, 17-point game, 6 minutes left against the Rockets team, keep your guys in. Y'all remember it was a 32 seconds left, 6-point game, last game in Houston, and the Lakers came back and won. So I was just surprised that even JJ was like, you know what, it's already blouses. I understand that it was a larger lead, but when you cut it to 17, I was like, is JJ going to go for it? Lakers played with their food a little bit, impressed by the Rockets, good for them.
Yeah, LeBron, he took 9 shots.
Yeah.
So that kind of tells you the Lakers,
they had an off night, bro. They took an off night. And that's another reason why I'm like, just sit them. You're up 3-0. You did your job on the road. You already got your victory. Split that series whenever you have to go do the first 2 on the road. Go back home up 3-1 and finish the series off.
For the Lakers, going into the series, everybody thought the Lakers were going to lose.
Yeah.
The Lakers go up 3-0, and it's like, wow. But KD has missed 3 games. And he's missed 3 games, and it looks, at least to the casual fan, it's like, why are you missing games? Because you miss game 1, you come back game 2, you look fine. And then you miss game 3 and 4, and if it was that, the Houston Rockets, the stuff they're putting out makes it seem as if he can play, he don't want to play type of thing. Yeah. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting, like the management and just the Houston Rockets organization in general. are probably confused as to why KD isn't playing, and it's the playoffs, and they're trying to make him look bad. But I feel like the Lakers felt like, okay, we're going to win one of these next 2 games at home, and we're good.
Kieran, let's get to some of this KD drama because the weirdest story, nobody's talking about it. If y'all tapped into the Speakeasy, shout out to y'all. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't hit it yet. Hit the alert button after you do that. But also, this KD story has been the biggest under-the-radar story. So stop what you're doing. Pay attention to the sound Kieran's about to play. Kieran, set it up.
Listen to this one. So, Jabari Smith ended up having a media availability talking about KD missing games and whatnot. He had a very interesting thing to say. Oh, sorry. My fault. 1 second. I'll get this tab closed.
The guys got to be aggressive. We got to be aggressive out of it. We got to make the right reads out of it, make the right decisions, and it's on him to find ways to get himself involved and get to his spots without the excluding double team. Just because he getting double team, we still need him to be KD. So there's still ways around it, and we got some fixes to it, and we going.
Just because he's getting double teamed, he still needs to be KD for us out there.
Jabari Smith said what I'm thinking. This series has been one of the worst looks in Kevin Durant's history. This series specifically. Number one, Kevin Durant, you now have players usurping you to some degree, saying that, hey, your excuses are no excuse. Just because you get in double team, it don't mean you can't get to your spots. You're one of the greatest basketball players of all time, number one. This series, more than anything, Kevin Durant is also starting to show his age because you missed game 1 with an injury based upon apparently diving for a ball at practice. Your knee collides with somebody else's. I would suggest that's an old man injury. Why do I suggest that? Because you were good by game 2. Then by game 2, it looks like you do something, you turn your ankle, you do something, and now all of a sudden it's an injury that they would allege if this were the regular season, you would be out for 2 to 3 weeks. Kevin Durant is either the worst assessor of talent in the history of the National Basketball Association, or he's one of the worst leaders or vibe leaders in the history of the National Basketball Association. Because Kevin Durant goes to the Phoenix Suns, that team gets worse. He departs, that team gets better. Kevin Durant goes to the Houston Rockets. Yes, they lack a point guard. That team gets worse. He doesn't play in this game, and all of a sudden they win. Kevin Durant's vibes for the teams he goes to, they always end up crumbling and crashing down. Brooklyn Nets, Phoenix Suns, Houston Rockets. None of those teams vibed at a high level, and none of those teams won at a high level. So for me, Kevin Durant is either a terrible assessor of talent, no indictment on his basketball ability, just an indictment on his assessment of talent, or 2, Kevin Durant goes into locker rooms and he ruins the vibe of the locker room he goes to. And hell, you can go to the Oklahoma City Thunder with Russell Westbrook. You can go to the Golden State Warriors with Draymond Green. You can go to the Brooklyn Nets with Kyrie Irving. You can go to the Phoenix Suns with how that collapsed with Bradley Beal, Devin Booker. Or you can now go to the Houston Rockets with Jabari Smith saying Kevin Durant needs to find his spots and being double teamed is no excuse. Where Kevin Durant goes, vibes get ruined. Not my words, his teammates.
I can't put this on KD. I mean, I can make this very simple. Jabari Smith and your teammates, y'all wide open, make the shot.
Okay.
If they double teaming me, when I pass y'all the ball, why y'all not making the shot? Because if y'all make the shot, they're gonna stop double teaming me. If y'all make a shot, they will stop double teaming me. Like, you can't put this on the man because his teammates ain't doing their job. At the end of the day, the Houston Rockets knew before the season we needed a point guard. They chose not to get one. They thought we'll be fine with Thompson running the point.
Yep.
And they were wrong. And because KD is an easy target, he gonna be shot at now. He's an easy target.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
He's an easy target because of his history. This is not his fault. He's missed 3 games. They lost 2 and 1-1. So obviously they need him. Management should have gone and got Chris Paul, or they should have gotten a point guard
of some sort. Yes.
That's their fault.
Yeah.
But KD is an easy target, so he's going to get picked on.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. The KD disrespect has got to stop. It's got to stop here. Is this a horrible look as far as this series? Yes. I'll give you that. You play one game, you turn the ball over 9 times, you get smacked, and then you're down 3-0 in a series that everyone expected you to win. But why are you down 3-0 whenever I've missed 2 of the 3 games? Because the situation that I joined wasn't really as good as what I thought it was going to be. Kevin Durant was expecting to join a young, talented, solid defensive team. What he realized is, without Fred VanVleet there, I'm the offense. I'm everything here. I have to do literally anything and everything. And I think right now what you're seeing, in my honest opinion, I think he's quit. I think he quit. I
know
think
what hurts him,
he's
Sudo?
tapped. He's tapping right now.
Hold on, but how can
saying
you in one hand say the Kevin Durant slander has to stop and
does.
utter the worst phrase you can utter about an athlete, that an athlete has quit? That's Kieran, the two don't make sense. If you telling me a man quit, I'm slandering him even more, because I don't disagree with you.
Okay, I
You know
hear
what
you.
hurts
But
him
also,
more
at
than
37
anything,
years old, why am I being asked to still carry?
Go ahead,
Because you're good enough to carry. He is good
Okay.
enough to still carry. But this is what not many people are talking about. When you play the Houston Rockets, if you beat the guy guarding you, you getting a dunk or a layup. Steven Adams is hurt.
Yeah.
If Steven Adams is playing, that's not the case. Sengun, all he want to do is score. He's not playing defense.
No.
He's not protecting the rim. So when you play the Houston Rockets, you beat your guy, it's a dunk or a layup, because they don't have anybody in the interior that can contest your shots. So Steven Adams going out, that hurts him on defense. Huge. Not having a point guard just kills the whole floor of the game offensively. But Steven Adams was such a huge factor last year. Go back and remember some of them games, how many offensive rebounds he got.
Yeah.
And kept possessions. Extra possession. They couldn't box him out. And so I believe them not having him, that matters also.
I think the KD slander needs to stop, because he's clearly, in my opinion, he's never showcased the ability to drag a team of that's not that doesn't have another superstar to great levels. He's never shown that before. He had Russ, he had James Harden before. He had Steph, he had Clay. He had Kyrie, he had James Harden. He had D-Book. He had really, really solid players around him. He's never been that guy to just pick up the rest of the guys and then drag. But we talk about him as if he is that player. He is an awesome, amazing, elite, great scorer, and he hasn't been the same since he tore his Achilles, and nobody really gives him that credit. Yes, he puts up numbers. He's just a natural scorer. But my thing is, if you're expecting him to just take a team on his back and drag him to the promised land, he's never showed that he could do that.
But here's what
you hold him to that standard for what?
Here's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting when Kevin Durant shows up, teams get better, and they don't. Like, the jury was hung on Kevin Durant as it pertains to, hey, is it Kevin Durant's fault that teams get worse when he gets there? Brooklyn, you have an excuse. Right, Brooklyn, I didn't know that James Harden was just going to be hurt. I didn't know Kyrie was going to stop playing basketball. Phoenix, you kind of have an excuse.
Yeah, he was
Bradley
hurt too.
Beal
He was
just
hurt.
got worse.
Yeah.
And, But then you get to Houston. And there comes a point in time, Kieran, when I'm like, okay, if everywhere you go, there's a problem, maybe you're the problem.
But can you hear what you just said, though? What happened in Brooklyn?
Somebody got hurt.
What happened in Phoenix?
Somebody got hurt.
What happened in Houston?
We knew they were already hurt. We knew VanVleet was already
What
hurt.
happened in Golden State?
And so it's kind of the same thing.
But what happens in basketball? People get hurt. LeBron and Austin Reeves missed God knows how many
48
games this year.
combined games.
J-Dub missed God knows how many games this year. Like, it's Jason Tatum didn't even play until March. For those that are saying that, TD is making a good point. Bruh, it's basketball.
But Jason Tatum, not a point guard.
But
When LeBron and Austin Reeves are out, Luka can run the point.
Yep.
Luka's out, LeBron can run the point.
Yep.
When VanVleet went down, the Houston Rockets had nobody that can get them in the offensive set that knew what they were doing. So now, when you're double teaming KD, if you got Chris Paul or any point guard, they're going to know how to handle that.
Let me ask you this, though. 17 years into Kevin Durant's career, don't you think he should have the ability, like Jabari Smith said, to, even if he's double, find a spot?
Yes, I do agree with that. Yes, I do.
I'm watching Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum's not a point guard. Jason Tatum can run point. Jason Tatum's incredible. I get the slander, the light skin stuff, and all that, whatever. He's incredible. I watch Jason Tatum play. I'm like, why don't we give him more credit again? Dude wakes up and gets 8 assists.
But Jason
Hops out of bed
Tatum
and gets
also
8
has a
assists.
Jaylen Brown that I can give you the ball, you can go get a bucket.
True. But here's my other problem. I'm not going to put this on KD. I'm not, because I don't want to. But why Şengün get worse?
I believe Sengun got worse because
why Şengün get worse?
More is on his shoulders now from the defensive end that he can't do.
I was about to say
he can't do. He can't do it.
Now that Steven Adams, he has to get more effort on both sides of the floor.
Bro, everybody that plays with Kevin Durant gets
worse. Bradley Beal got worse. James Harden, Kyrie Irving got worse. Russell Westbrook was worse. Steph Curry, as crazy good as he is, was worse. Shane Goon got worse.
They didn't get worse. They didn't get worse. It was the greatness of KD that made it look like they got worse.
Then how come everybody that plays with LeBron gets better? Kyrie won a chip with LeBron. Kyrie won a chip. Everybody that plays with LeBron gets better.
Wait. Did they really? Chris Bosh didn't get worse?
Chris Bosh
Kevin Love didn't get worse?
Chris Bosh
Kevin
Chris
Love
Bosh-
didn't get worse.
They got worse. They got worse.
He's
And
cooking.
I love
He's
LeBron.
cooking. Nah, he's cooking. What? Yes, he is. He's cooking.
Let me cook.
No,
I
he's
love
not.
LeBron. Nope. Chris Bosh became a champion with LeBron.
He got worse.
Kevin Love became a
got
champion
worse.
with
He
LeBron.
got worse,
No,
though.
because
You
here's the
guys
difference.
are y'all two are being nasty right now.
Y'all are being nasty.
Y'all two are being
Because
nasty
y'all are
right
doing
now.
this.
TJ, look
You
at
know what I'm talking
What was
about.
Kevin Love a
I-
30 and 30 type guy for
that doesn't
Cleveland?
necessarily-
Hell no.
but that doesn't
The
mean he's
team
worse.
got
Can I get a timeout?
No.
This might be that first ever timeout.
That doesn't mean
And I love
he's
LeBron.
worse. I'm not just stat watching. Shane Goon isn't just getting worse statistically.
Yeah.
Shane Goon got worse. Kevin Love may have had statistically less numbers, but Kevin Love was not a worse player with LeBron than he was in Minnesota. Statistically, his
He was
numbers
worse.
decreased.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about players literally getting worse. I've watched Shane Goon get
Bradley
his
Beal
power
has
sucked
been
from him.
Bradley Beal has not been the same since KD left. James Harden has not been the same since KD left.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
James Harden
led the league in assists.
James Harden was getting.
James Harden left and went.
Bro,
led the
he
league
has
in
not
assists.
been the same James
A year
Harden.
later.
You're acting like Rockets James Harden.
Hey,
And
Chris Bosh
76ers
was
and
an
Cleveland Cavaliers,
all-star
James Harden are the
in
same player.
Toronto.
They're not.
You need to get your
Perennial
time out.
They're not. They've
all-star.
been, they
Take your
stayed
time
worse.
out, bro.
So-
Take your time out, G.
There's a difference
crazy.
between your role changing and
Thank
getting
you.
worse.
Cook.
They the same
there's
thing.
a
Cook.
there's
The
a
same
huge
thing.
there's a huge difference. There's a huge difference. Okay, let me try to give an example. If you get drafted before Chad and you the guy in Cincinnati, right? And Chad comes. Or no, let me do the inverse. No, yeah, I like that. And Chad comes. Roles are going to change. That doesn't mean you got worse, but roles change amongst teams. So I don't think Chris Bosh got worse. His role changed as a team. He went from the guy in Toronto to now he's in Miami with arguably the GOAT, and that's okay.
But
there's nothing wrong with that.
You're right, his role did change, but him as a player, individually, he got worse.
From what standpoint though? He still was a knockdown shooter from the mid range. He still played well.
Pull up Chris Bosh in Toronto.
I'm pulling up Kevin Love right now. I'm pulling up Kevin Love. Kevin Love after LeBron leaves in 19 and 20, what does he do? He doesn't go back to being a 26 point per game MVP caliber player.
He's not going to.
Of course
not.
Because
why
he's
not?
Not,
He was the number one option.
on the sorry ass Timberwolves anymore.
He was on the sorry ass Cavs, and he was the number one option.
He's
The
on
Cavs
a
weren't
championship
in 19 and 20. Yes, they
No, I'm
were.
talking about the Cavs in 14, 15, 15, 16.
Hey,
I'm talking about after LeBron leaves, what did he revert to?
Points the year before he
He
played with
stayed
LeBron.
bad.
Y'all are being dense.
26
He
points.
stayed bad.
26 points a year before LeBron.
Y'all are being dense.
And
on, bro.
16, like, come on.
The point I am
10
making,
points a game.
the point I'm
Come on,
making
bro.
is nobody achieves their highest level of success with Kevin Durant. That is an objective fact. They just do not. They just don't. With Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook was a guy. Without him, he was an MVP. James Harden, without Kevin Durant, an MVP. With Kevin Durant, yeah. Kyrie Irving, without Kevin Durant, a champion.
That's
with
unfair
Kevin Durant,
with James Harden.
Bradley Beal, without Kevin Durant, 30 points per game. Last couple of years, 24 points per game. With Kevin Durant, man, Devin Booker. Devin Booker. Without Kevin Durant, NBA Finals. With Kevin Durant, didn't even make the playoffs or
What
the
has Devin Booker
play-in.
been since then?
In the playoffs, at least. This year.
No. This year,
Come on, bro.
Devin Booker is not playing well.
Not in the playoffs.
Not at all. He's not playing.
He's looked
Bro, he's not
awful.
playing
I
well
can't
at
believe
all.
it.
He's not playing well.
The fact that who was that? Was that TJ? You said that the Suns look like Dylan Brooks' team now. The fact that you uttered those words and
it's
they
true.
held weight
And it's true.
is insane,
And
bro.
that's what I'm saying.
true.
And
It's
a
true.
crazy indictment on Devin Booker, bro.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
He's looked disgusting in these playoffs.
man.
But
I can't believe it.
as much and listen, I've been critical of Kevin Durant. I can't put this on KD, bro. I
Yeah.
can't.
I'm
can't
with
put it
you.
on KD.
I can't
I'm
put
with
it on.
you.
I can't put it on.
What's
on
the this?
the
referencing?
The failure,
The
it
fact
seems
that-
that's about to happen, right?
Yes, and also the Jabari Smith thing. That's a rug needing his hand smack.
That's
a no-no in the league. You can't disrespect, and I know he didn't. Well, I'm not gonna say I know.
Rookie,
I felt like he didn't. I mean, not rookie, but a young guy. My bad.
A young player.
A young player. I don't feel like you can disrespect. KD is a legend. He's a legend in the league now. He'll go down as a legend. He's a top 15, 20, wherever you want to put him, player of all time. To be that critical of him in the midst of a playoff series that you are kind of getting your ass handed to you, you can't do that to one of the greatest shooters of all time. Now, also, the narrative about KD missing games just for the sake of missing games or doesn't want to play, if there's anybody in the NBA that has shown us he wants to play basketball at any time for any reason, no matter what, through it all, it's Kevin Durant. So I don't necessarily think that that's fair either. He wants to be out there. There's something that's keeping him on the bench. I believe it's his knee.
But here's my thing. The reason I can't even check Jabari is because he's right. If I'm playing with an all-time great, and our whole team has changed to honor and serve and bow at the feet of this all-time great. Because last year, the Rockets' vibes were tremendous.
Yeah.
Y'all remember watching the Rockets last year? They were a young team off vibes.
Yeah,
now it's all bow at the feet of Kevin Durant. All right, KD, you go in there and you get 9 turnovers against the Lakers, 7 turnovers against the Lakers, 4 turnovers against the Lakers, and 3 consecutive games against the Lakers. Figure it out, 17-year-old vet.
Yeah.
Because without you, we could be in the same position because we were last year. Now we got to all sit here and worship the ground you walk on. Ain't nobody getting the same amount of shots. Nobody's getting better. We're in a worse position. You hurt, and then you go out there and you can't figure out a double team? And if you're Jabari, you're probably like, bruh, I can figure out a double team.
Hey, I'm almost certain.
I'm
almost certain. We're going to be doing a speakeasy a year from now, right?
Yep.
Almost certain we are. We're going to remember this because they're going to have Van Fleet back. They're going to have Steven Adams back. Watch how different they look.
Yeah.
Those
are two
Watch how different they look.
Pieces.
First round exit.
Wow.
Kieran, this last topic, huh?
Yeah. Actually, no. We got
2 more. We got to get to that other one.
Yep. And we do have to get to the
other one.
We do got to get to that last one. Y'all stay locked in.
We just want to get to the last one. We want to hit this one too.
Hit this one because we have to, but that last one.
That last one's going to be crazy.
You want some super chats real quick? I got 3. Okay, cool. Listen, Misfit Red said, tonight LeBron proved MJ is the GOAT. MJ would never take a night off and would have closed out the series against the lacking Rockets team. That's crazy.
Wait, hold on.
Don't even engage.
Let it go.
That's rage bait. That's rage bait, Chris. That's rage bait. That's rage bait. He said $20 in rage bait. Misfit, I'm on to you. I'm on to you. Bro. Kari Black said, first time super chat. Shout out to you guys. Love the show. Acho, when you gonna bring Brother Sam Acho on for an episode? And who do you guys, Brother Sam? And who do you guys think had a bad draft? We did answer that second question, but yeah, when's bro on the show?
Maybe the next draft special. We just invite people in.
Damn, a whole year?
A whole year?
Well,
I thought I wait a whole year.
It's actually a week short of a year because of
That's crazy. Well, that was your answer.
Sam,
yeah, no love for the brother.
Good dude, man.
He's a great guy. I met him. He came once.
He
came here once early in the show.
We got him on in the season. Maybe Bears game.
Okay.
That'd be tough. That'd be tough.
That'll be
All right, listen, last one before we got to keep it moving. Shady Champ 1981 says, salute Speakeasy fan. Welcome back, Bubble Guts Bear. I'm not happy with my Bills draft. How do you feel about TJ Parker? How great can he be in the 3-4? And TJ, how do you feel about Skylar Bell?
Go ahead, T.
I like Skylar Bell, man. I spent some time with him at the combine. Not a tall dude, muscular, quick, fast. He is actually, I believe he'll have a successful career.
Yeah.
I really do. I actually like TJ Parker too. Man, that dude is an animal.
Yeah. Acho, TJ Parker, 3-4.
I like his game. I'm curious because Clemson cat, huh?
Yes. He's supposed to be top 10 pick going into the season.
He was, and he is. Clemson defenders in the front 7 have historically underwhelmed the last little bit. Both Isaiah Simmons, the dude that the Raiders took.
Farrell.
Yeah, Cleveland Farrell.
Christian
the
Wilkins.
other weirdo, Christian
Wilkins was fine, and then he got injured, and it just...
Remind me which one is it, bro?
Christian Wilkins.
Dexter Lawrence, I guess.
Dexter Lawrence is like
Christian
the one
Wilkins,
that
remember he was in Miami.
Ryan Brzee from with the Saints, not bad.
He's done fine.
He's not bad.
But I mean, like, nobody's done as what they were supposed to do. So it's just weird. When I see colleges consistently have freaks in college, but then you get to the league and, like, Dexter Lawrence is the only one that's really lived up to the hype. It's just...
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It's alarming. Yeah,
No, I mean, well,
That's a
they
good
were
point.
getting a lot of
Yeah, that is
hype
a
coming into the season. TJ Parker and I believe the defensive tackle that they had, Peter Woods.
Yeah,
Peter
Both
Woods
supposed to
was
be top 15
both of
picks.
them were supposed to be top 50. They were hyped as that's why they were top 5. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, they're going to be the best defense ever. They kind of just had really, really rough seasons though as well. So it'll be interesting to see how things.
Let's get.
Well, that's all I got.
Let's talk about the best team in all of football. The team that won the draft, undoubtedly, the Dallas Cowboys. Look at these selections right here. Caleb Downs at number 11. Cannot believe we got him at number 11. Malachi Lawrence at 23. Jay Sean Barham from Michigan. Drew Shelton, Devin Moore, LT Overton, and Anthony Smith round out the Cowboys draft class. Did the Cowboys get it right at the draft?
I don't think they could have got it more right. Dallas Cowboys did everything you could have hoped the Cowboys could do in the draft. Number one, you get the star player in Caleb Downs. Then number two, you get the player with an incredibly high ceiling in Malachi Lawrence. And then you get a player of need when you go get Jay Sean out of Michigan. I love Michigan defensive players. I love Michigan linebackers. They're aggressive. They're physical. They play in a conference where you better know how to hit somebody. You better know how to stop the run. You make no excuses at all whatsoever. They always come into the league ready to go out there and play, ready to go out there and hit somebody. Then you talk about Caleb Downs. I've already said it. Caleb Downs is the best player in the draft for my money. Best defensive player in the draft, bar none. Caleb Downs is just an absolute sci-fi character as it pertains to a football player. I like Lawrence. Some people might hate, but if you look at Lawrence, 1.59, 10-yard split, 4.5, I believe, 40-yard dash, extremely, extremely, extremely rare upside, really good tools. And after those first 10 picks, especially those first 3 or 4 pass rushers, Lawrence is as good as anybody else you were going to get in the draft. So don't be surprised if Lawrence ends up being an 8 to 12 sack guy. Don't be surprised at all. Caleb Downs, I think he'll be an all-pro by his 3rd year in the National Football League. And then you go get Jay Sean. Jay Sean's going to be a day 1 starter in my mind. So Cowboys did everything they needed to do.
Hey, obviously you get the best defensive player in Caleb Downs.
Yep.
Malachi Lawrence, I've told you guys I'm on the fence with that one. But Jay Sean, bro, that dude is unreal.
Yeah. He's an animal.
How was he drafted in the 3rd round? Somebody please explain that.
He had an injury,
I
believe,
don't
towards
give
the end
a
of the
damn what type. This dude, he plays so violent, so aggressive. Like, he can do everything.
Yeah.
Like, when you watch him in games, them dreads, you like, oh, here, buddy. Like, he just plays like every snap is his last snap. Like, this is going to be my last snap ever of football. I love that pick. Like, I know everybody's talking about Caleb Downs. If Jay Sean can stay healthy, he going to be one of the best backers in the game. Just because he plays like he just loves football. That's all he want to do. That's the impression I get when I watch him play. So those 2 picks, I love them because they both going to be starters, both of them. And I believe they're going to be high-level starters. Correct. Malachi Lawrence, if he reaches his potential, now your first 3 picks, you hit it out the park. But I know that at least we feel like Caleb Downs is the goods.
Yep. Yeah.
I believe Jay Sean Barham is the goods.
Yes.
Malachi Lawrence, I don't know. If he is, this is a grand slam in the World Series.
You know what else I love about Barham is that senior year he switched to edge rusher. Junior year or year before he declared off-ball backer.
Dude,
think about this. In a 3-4, I would probably play him at off-ball backer on rundowns.
I think he's a perfect 3-4.
And then
right?
Yeah.
And then on the edge on 3rd down. Like, that's what you want in this era of the National Football League. I'm playing him next to DeMarvion.
How did he
Overshown,
go in the
off-ball.
3rd round?
Athletically limited compared to Sonny Styles, compared to Arvell Reed.
In a straight 40. But on the football field, he looked just like him.
But that's the only way. Like, athletically, he was like similar to me. I was like, that's it.
But you put him. What he running a 40?
4.59.
Bro, that's back in the 4.5 from a linebacker.
Yeah. But Sonny Styles was out here running 4.4s.
But if I react to the play quicker, we the same speed.
I feel you.
We the same speed.
I feel you.
I think there was also tweener allegations there for him as well, whether he was going to be.
Man, just get good football players, and that's what he is.
I agree. I think the Malachi Lawrence is the one that everyone does have the question about. Obviously, you love his physical profile. Schematically, though, I love the pickups that we have. I just want to talk about Caleb Downs a little bit, though.
Please do.
Brother.
Please do.
This dude falling to number 11 in the draft is the biggest blessing I think the Dallas Cowboys have ever had in an NFL draft. Oh, wow. And since I've been watching them, it has been unbelievable. Caleb Downs, out of every single player in the draft, I feel like has the highest chance to be an all-pro player within his first 2 to 3 seasons, the highest chance to put a gold jacket on at the end of his career. And this has been something that has been said about him since he was in high school.
Yep.
And I'm not one to like just really hype up prospects, but a dude that walks into Nick Saban's Alabama's defensive back room, right? And he's starting from the very jump. And Nick Saban is saying, this dude is the best player in the defensive backfield to put on this uniform for us. Him and Pat Surtain. That's saying a lot to me. So for us to get someone like this, a real alpha, a real guy that can lead our defensive back room, which has been abysmal. It's been terrible. And for years, though, too. Obviously, we had the great years with Al Harris where we were getting the interceptions and whatnot, but we still gave it up those years. Yeah. We still did. This is a dude, you could play him at nickel. You could play him back at deep safety. I want to know where you guys would play him. Caleb Downs, I think he's a Swiss Army knife. You can do whatever you want with him at the safety and nickel positions. But where would you guys play him in this 3-4 defense?
I'm playing him. So interesting. I'm probably playing him at safety and not nickel to start. Just because it's safety, I want to see like, hey, how much can you impact the game first?
That's the point right there. That's the point.
Like nickels, you can if you're a nickel, you can kind of just be on an island. You can they can run away. It's just you can get away from nickels. Safeties though, safeties can do what they want, especially depending on how you utilize them as safety, right? Because if he can play both free and strong, then all of a sudden, depending on the rotation, he can always be involved in the play. I want him at safety first, then I'll mess around and toy with them at nickel. Or can you do this? Play him in nickel, and then when they go to base personnel, move him back at safety. You keep him on the field all the time.
Yeah. What about you, TJ?
I need him to impact the game. I'm playing him at safety. Because if you put him at nickel, I'm sorry. These NFL receivers, them slot receivers, they going to give him the blues. So you want to put him at safety because these dudes in the slot, they real receivers. And so I'm going to put him in the middle of that field and let them instincts take over. Can you be a baby Ed Reed? Can you diagnose things before it happens? Can you know in this coverage the quarterback is not going to throw this ball, so I'm going to jump this route? Because in this coverage, he's supposed to go here. That's what I want him to do. Let your instincts go to work. I'm not putting him at nickel. We'll play him at nickel here and there to let him blitz. But put him at nickel and have him guarding these slot receivers and man-to-man, I'm not doing that.
To me, I've said this before. He reminds me of another Ohio State guy that wore number 2 in Malcolm Jenkins. Two-time Super Bowl champ. Malcolm Jenkins could play safety. Malcolm Jenkins on occasion would move down to play nickel. Malcolm Jenkins was just a dog. He's probably the smartest player I ever played with in my 4-year career. Malcolm Jenkins was a leader. Malcolm Jenkins was physical enough. Malcolm Jenkins was a positionless hybrid. Malcolm Jenkins could really just do it all because he truly understood run fits. He understood coverage. He'll come up there and hit you. He played bigger than he was. Against the Eagles, against the Patriots in the Super Bowl, Malcolm Jenkins is the one that leveled Brandon Cook. Eagles needed a game plan to stop Rob Gronkowski. Say, hey, Malcolm, we're going to put you on Gronk. You just need those types of players. You know what I mean, Kieran? I know you got a reaction video.
No. The one thing that was very telling and exciting for me, though, Malik Neighbors, who played against Caleb Downs as a freshman when he was at Alabama and Malik Neighbors was at LSU. This was his reaction to Caleb Downs getting drafted.
Interesting. Bro. Carefully. He looked like me on draft day last year. He does. Hey, I'm glad I'm out that division, bro.
I'd rather get him than play against him.
Oh, my God.
And the fact that it's like the very next pick. Like you guys were up on the clock. And
I even told him, I said, I'm coming to get you.
Hey, bro, you know
what? Caleb Downs pick, how does this make you feel that he's going to be on the Cowboys?
I got to play against this thing again.
You call him a thing. He's so good, he's a thing.
Got to play against this thing again. My boy is striking fear into all pro level wide receivers and whatnot. I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see how we utilize him. Does this pickup in the draft and do these defensive pieces that the Cowboys added, does that make them a real contender in you guys' mind in the NFC?
What it does is it completely overhauls the Dallas Cowboys mindset. Bump the talent, overhaul the mindset. Cowboys defense has been a bunch of pretty boy front runners. The Trayvon Diggs is just I don't want that as my defense. Go be a wide receiver. As my defense, I want some grimy, scrappy, tough hitters. Get rid of all these dumb nicknames, the hot boys and all that stuff. Just come to work, bunch of blue collar, tough,
grinded out type of dudes. That's Caleb Downs. That's Barham. That's Lawrence. Like, I don't want these like pretty boy, I think I've already done stuff even though we haven't won anything in the league type of dudes. I want some dudes that have a mentality of winning and a mentality of championship. If I'm not mistaken, Caleb Downs would have won a national championship at Ohio State. I think Jay Sean might have transferred into Michigan.
Yeah, but he did
so he might have
Yeah.
missed the national championship at Michigan by a season. Like, give me some dudes that are tough. Enough with all the front running, too cool for school Cowboys defensive nonsense. Enough with it, bro.
Yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see how things pan out for my Cowboys this next season. We're going all the way. Not to be too crazy, but we're going all the way.
All the way where?
Also to the Super Bowl, brother.
When?
In 2027. In February.
Like AD?
The Super Bowl. The Super Bowl.
Like 2027
The
AD?
20, yes, we'll be at the Super Bowl. Thank you very much.
Right.
No, but yeah, it's NFC East, though, like you said,
I just
amazing
need to clip
draft.
that for future reference.
No, it's okay. We're winning the Super Bowl in 2027.
Super Bowl in LA.
It's in LA next year.
Yeah,
I'm there.
It's out here. The next
I'm
one
there.
in Atlanta then.
I'm acting a fool.
Super Bowl next year out here.
Get to sleep in my own bed, wake up, watch the Cowboys win one.
Hey, let's get to the best topic and the last topic of the day, man.
You're going to be at work, brother.
No, I won't.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
No,
See,
I'm
already.
gonna be
PTO bear.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You know,
Crazy.
I'm
PTO bear already.
My team goes to the.
You're for sure going to be
Bro,
work.
it's the Cowboys.
You're for sure gonna be.
I'll live stream it.
Leave
Yeah,
You said he's going to be where?
He's going to be at work.
Yeah, he's going to be at work. Thank you. Exactly.
I will be.
Your boss just said you're going to be at work.
I will drive here after the game. It's right down the street. And then, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna
It's
be
gonna
there.
take
and
you
watch
2
my
hours
Cowboys
to
game.
He tried to miss the Super Bowl show this year.
He did. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
No,
No, I'm saying he did try. He tried to
I
miss
almost
the
did.
Super
Yeah, I
Bowl.
almost
Yeah.
had to. I work, man. I got stuff. This paper's not gonna chase itself. Okay.
Well, we saw you running. You ain't got too much chase in you, brother. So
it still got chalk.
It did. Yeah.
I don't even know if that's a word. I said.
I rolled.
But look,
rolled
anyway,
right on with
we
you,
got to
brother.
get to the biggest news of the day in the world in general. Acho wants me to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this. KLAY Thompson reportedly cheating on Megan the Stallion. She put this on her Instagram story earlier today. Cheating. Had me around your whole family playing house and got cold feet. Holding you down through all of your horrible mood swings and treatment towards me during your basketball season. And now you don't know if you can be monogamous? Bitch! I need a real break after this one.
Did she say that?
She did. Y'all. It was in her post.
It was in there.
You know,
yeah.
she uses that like friend. Like, bitch, I need a real break.
Yeah, no, she needs a real break. Fellas, color me shocked. A National Basketball Association player cheated on his girlfriend. Shocking news here. What do you guys think?
Meg embarrassing herself, man.
Whoa, it's her fault.
And she's just embarrassing herself. I don't know what happened. The reason I'm saying Meg is embarrassing herself is because, number one, now all of a sudden he had horrible mood swings. Now all of a sudden he's a terrible human being. Now all of a sudden that y'all broke up. Now all of these things happen. But where was all this energy when you were cooking for him with mom and dad and posting everything on Instagram? Also, people are idiots. We didn't even know who KLAY Thompson was before her. KLAY Thompson had $100 million before you ever knew Meg Thee Stallion existed. Yeah. KLAY Thompson scored 60 points off 11 dribbles. That's more impressive than anything Meg has ever done. It's more impressive than anything most humans have ever done. Also. And he's also a 4-time NBA champ. So KLAY Thompson is him. But also, keep this private business private. You gonna talk about KLAY embarrassing you embarrassing yourself by putting it all the way out there. Implying that he cheated on you, implying that he can't be monogamous, implying all of these things. Why did we need to know this? Keep the private in-house business in-house. Now you just made you and KLAY's business everybody's business. What's so funny, Karen?
I don't know.
I don't know if we can say that that's
it's
more
clearly a
impressive
smear
than anything
campaign.
Meg's ever done.
60 points off 11 dribbles?
See, okay, hold up. This is what I don't want to get into.
Shot.
Okay, it's neither here nor
And lived to tell about it. Like, she survived the gunshot.
What's more impressive?
That's
But
impressive.
I've seen more people survive.
But also, yeah,
60
that's what I'm
points off 11
saying.
dribbles.
What's more impressive, Terrence Crawford
fair.
beating Canelo in the ring in a masterclass performance, or him surviving a bullet?
Being
Canelo. And he got shot in the head. Like, come on, like,
a lot of people have been shot,
bro. A lot of people have been shot in the head and survived.
survived.
Not too many people have beaten Canelo.
Yeah, not
come
too
on
many
now.
people
But
with
anyway,
60 points off
I don't
11
even want to get into
dribbles.
that though, because this is
Yeah.
one thing that I hate about the internet.
Okay.
I hate that everyone has this. They place value on strangers, real strangers, based off of their accomplishments. Oh my gosh, you had a girl that did this and this and this and this and this, and she accomplished it. You don't even know her. You don't know her character. You don't know what she's like. Same thing with him. He won 4 rings. You don't know him as a partner. I mean, I would assume every NBA player cheats. This is what I assume. But my thing is, this situation is so. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I have a horrible reputation, just athletes in general. But I just think it's funny how many people genuinely care about this. Like with people they don't know, they genuinely feel so deeply, so much hatred, so much. I don't know, they're laughing. It's weird to me that people care this much about random people's relationships.
Here's why it's not weird to me anymore. Because at the point in which, and it's probably not weird because, bro, quick aside, in watching the Michael Jackson movie, right?
Yep.
I've since completely enamored and immersed myself in all things Jackson family.
You can't get away from your algorithm.
Can't.
It's all over.
Several of them have gone on to the afterlife. Some of them doing whatever the hell they doing. And I'm just sitting there like, wait, he had a chimp named Bubbles? That's crazy. I looked up today, Bubbles is still alive, 46-year-old, kicking. Bubbles was from Austin. Like, I'm enamored.
Bubbles can moonwalk.
Yes. I'm enamored.
A monkey can moonwalk?
Yeah. I swear.
I'm dead serious.
Bubbles was in the tux at the wedding.
He don't look like Mike doing it, but
he can moonwalk though.
I say that to say, Kieran,
command.
like when a celebrity invites the world into their life, I'm not going to be mad that the world accepted the invitation. And when KLAY and Meg invited the entire world into their relationship, I'm not going to be mad now that the world said, oh, y'all invited us into our relationship? I'm going to accept that invitation. I'm going to go. So to me, like, I can't fault the world, bro. What's wrong?
Y'all
Bubbles
doing
moonwalk.
Hell no.
Bubbles
Y'all, hold on. Y'all doing that old head shit. Oh well, Bo Jackson once threw a rock through 5 layers of brick, and Wilt Chamberlain grabbed the ball off the top of the backboard one time. Stop with the cap. Look at this
moonwalk, bro.
Call this shit a moonwalk again. Well, show it real quick, Ron. Show it. They call this right here a moonwalk.
Come on, look at my dog.
The monkey is backpedaling. You know what, bro?
Bubbles can moonwalk. You just a hater.
I am hating.
Yeah,
I am hating. Bubbles' old ass is not moonwalking.
I bet you Bubbles could jump over that ball pit higher than you.
I have to jump over.
So don't hate on Bubbles. 46.
Bubbles couldn't deliver a 35-yard strike for a touchdown through 4 defenders.
Can we get back to the topic?
I'm sorry, my bad.
Hey, my only problem is just keep your private situation private.
Yeah.
That's it. Because now, Klay Thompson may be very remorseful. Klay Thompson may come back and say, you know, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Can we work on this? Can we fix this? Whatever it may be. And now you done put it out there for the public to see all this. Now you basically in a position where you cannot make this work and go back to what y'all had before, because you put all this out there. This should have been a private situation. And if you really feel like it's over, I will never get back with him again, okay, I get it. But wow, why do everybody go to social media and say everything?
All you
have to do is say we broke up. Bow.
But you can't do that though. You can in this era when
you can say we broke up.
But TJ, let me tell
it's
you why.
Private.
Let me tell you why you can't. Because when they got together, it was my man.
That's fine. Now, hey,
I'm at the
he's
games.
not my man,
I'm cooking for him. I'm doing all the thing, all the hot girl shit that they want to do.
Taking a break. It ain't work out. You don't have to put all this out there, because now when you put all this out there, you can never go back.
But here's the other thing, though. Here's the other thing that kills me is like, outside of the cheating, which she didn't even provide nothing. She just said cheating, comma. None of the things that she put in quotes that he necessarily said are wrong. He got cold feet. He says he doesn't know if he can be monogamous. Like, she just used cheating, because the moment you say cheating, now like everybody's going to hang on that word as though he did something wrong, but there's no evidence that he said cheating. Okay? No evidence. But then, like, got cold feet. You're just hurt. Don't know if he can be monogamous. You're just hurt. If a man tells you that, at least he was honest. Hey, but I don't know if I can be monogamous.
Doesn't everybody to a certain degree have mood swings. Nobody is just here all the time.
Yeah,
that's a great point.
Nobody.
And let's also talk about the justifications of mood swings. And I'm not here to just bash.
Now that is very true. It can be very extreme. Yes.
I'm not here to bash Meg, but you talking about a guy that went from arguably one of the best 2 guards in the league to now being a bench player on a lottery team.
Yeah.
He's warranted in some mood swings. And now she didn't say anything about him putting hands on her or being verbally abusive or anything like that. So anything short of that is like within the bounds. Like if he wants to get upset one day because he has had a huge fall from grace.
Yes, but here's what I hate though. Horrible mood swings and treatment towards me. Stop. Put a name on it. Put some real stuff. He treated you horribly. Stop trying to paint this in, because we don't know what went down.
Right.
And now you're sitting here trying to color the entirety of your relationship and Klay Thompson in this light that, with all due respect, basketball heads, they're never going to hate Klay. And people that support you probably never going to rock with Klay.
Right.
But you're not going to make anybody from the Bay dislike Klay Thompson.
Can I be honest? Did you really hold me down if, like, after we're done, you, like, end up like smearing my entire
reputation? He ain't said nothing negative about her at all. No. He ain't even respond. He didn't put nothing negative.
And he's not going to
like,
though. At the end of the day, but it's not even just that though. I don't want it to make it like if that's actually what she ended up having happen to her, then it is what it is.
What is that though, Kieran? Everybody feels
whatever
like
she says happened.
I could leave this show and be like, man, Kieran had horrible mood swings. That's my opinion.
Yeah, but in this world of whatever people say. Whatever the most polarizing thing is what people are going to run with at the end of the day. So, like, this is what people are going to run with. Now everyone thinks that, like, Klay Thompson cheated on Megan Thee Stallion. Whether true or not, I mean...
Well, the woman that they suppose that Lexi Brown, she denied it, right? The WNBA basketball player.
That's who he supposedly cheated with?
That's what people said. And she was like, look, I ain't got nothing to do. My name Bennett, I ain't in it. So,
I think the craziest part for me was bitch, I need a real break after this one. How many after this ones are you going to have? And again, I'm not here to bash Megan, but at this point, we have seen public relationship after public relationship after public relationship after public relationship. I don't think you need a real break. I think you need to start dating in silence.
Yeah,
that's the thing, and I mean that in all seriousness. Like, take some real privacy. Follow the Beyonce and Jay-Z model of just we gonna love each other and be ducked off, and yes, we're a couple in public, but we're gonna go get married in silence. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. We're gonna go do all of the things in as much privacy as we can. But when you constantly putting your man, listen, it's a dog-eat-dog world. When you putting your my man, he's so great, my woman. Other people see that and they like. And I want that. But I want to mess that up. Hold on. I want to mess that up. I want that to fail.
Can we be honest though? That's happening regardless though. That I think all 4 of us in here, probably the most motion that you got was whenever you first got with a lady. At the end of the day, like not motion that you got, but the most you get approached is whenever. Okay, but what I'm saying is,
you're saying when you have a,
I'm saying when you have a girl, you realize that a lot of girls start treating you a little bit different.
Let me go back. But back to Trey's point is, Klay is a super private dude.
Yeah, he's still Klay Thompson at the end of the day. No, but he walks into any club. He's 6'7" and he's Klay fucking Thompson.
But I'm saying, I'm going back to the ethos of Trey's point is. Klay never would have been doing all this posting because he never does.
Nah, that's true. He didn't even look comfortable in a lot of it.
He never does. All the social media stuff Klay doesn't do. He's never done it. We have like one video of Klay on a boat once in his 11-year career.
He did this for her.
Yep. She did it with him.
But he was okay with it because this is what she wanted to do.
Whether he was okay with it or not, to your point, he did it. So like to me, it's like, Meg, you're the one who invited everybody into your relationship. And now you tell Klay never would have, you embarrassed yourself.
Yeah.
Klay, this all been private. But you made it all public. So to me, like, Klay may have done what you're alleging him to do. So, condolences and all the things.
Maybe that's what she wants, though. Maybe she wants to have, like, a public relationship where I feel like she can show off the person that she's talking to romantically. Maybe that transparency is something that makes her comfortable.
Just know it comes with a cost.
No, of course, it does come with a cost.
How many times you gonna bump your head doing that before you realize?
But my thing is, though, every single time it's public and she's out there.
And it's always hot.
It's also public and out there that she ended up not being with that person. So my thing is, like, I don't know if that ends up being what it is, then like I'm not here to bash her for that. It's just that's the way that she chooses to handle her relationships.
Yeah.
My big thing is like Why do I give a fuck? Like, I don't. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair.
I'm sorry. Bro.
Well, you hated.
I'm
You hated
not
for
shocked at all that Klay Thompson cheated on Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, but you hated for your Dallas Mavericks because
I hated the fact that he can't hit a damn three anymore.
Well, what you think he's gonna do now?
Get off my team. I don't care. He's a bench player at this point in his career. Like, it's not. And I don't know. The most troubling thing for me was you were struggling through apparently some mood swings during the basketball season. That sucks. But also, shit, I would be too if I was on a team that traded Luka right after I signed to play for him.
Yeah,
that sucks. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Should have come play with us.
Let's get to these super chats. Get out the show, bro.
Yes, sir. We could definitely do that. The real one, Obi said, Bubbles moving like Caleb Downs, looking all pro out there with that back pedal. That is not no damn moonwalk. Social reader trade. Listen, man, I wanted to show my guy Bubbles some love, man. Damn. Is that so bad?
Yeah, MJ stands over here, man. This is crazy.
Yeah, facts. Listen, Steph 8592 said instead of Poultry Manning, it should have been Bacon Manning.
Bacon Manning is a good one.
I don't mind Bacon Manning.
Nothing is hit like Snack Prescott though. Snack Prescott was
Snack
Prescott
Jalen,
fit.
What's the Jalen one? That's
Jalen. Jalen one more won't hurts is hilarious.
That's a good one.
Patrick Mahomes is
kind
of disrespectful, but it was still
Patrick Mahomes is a good one though. Yeah, Lamar Snackson. They said that one.
Lamar Snackson is good.
Yeah, no, that was a good one. Patrick Mahomes is good though. I like Patrick.
It is. Listen, Danny Loves Cookie said Turk Bear got a whole lot of hurts bouncing back there. Only reason he went 3 for 3 is because the internet refers to bad passes with sandwich names now.
That's crazy, bro. That's hilarious, though. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty
crazy. I didn't see the other two passes.
No, y'all been heard this though about interceptions? So, oh wow, y'all are older. Okay, look, online now. Anytime someone has a bad game, they're just saying like, bro, he threw a hot ham and cheese over the middle of the field, bro. He threw a BLT like fresh over the middle of the field. So now, anytime like on TikTok they'll have like interception rankings of the week and whatnot. Like when Jalen Hurts threw 4, they were just like, damn, look at this salami, look at this salami, bacon and cheddar over the freaking middle. So no, it's pretty funny. They just say nothing but sandwich names that you're throwing over.
When you watch those TikToks, did your phone end up with like a lot of drool on it?
Nah, that's crazy. That's actually crazy, bro.
That's cold.
No. Mike Nato said, so you're saying Megan is single? Great show tonight. Appreciate it. Tin Easy said, thoughts
she like
on
cheaters, bro. Stop doing that.
Yeah, listen.
No,
that's crazy.
That's crazy that you say she likes
She does like cheaters.
I mean, yeah. Thoughts on Bucks drafts. TJ, what do you think about Ted Hurst?
Who?
Hey, Ted Hurst has a chance, bruh, to be special. But, man, them a lot of hands at their receiver spot they got in Tampa. It's a lot of guys they have.
Yeah.
You got Godwin, you got Ibuka, you got Godwin coming back, you got Tez, you got McMillan. Yeah. That's a lot of dudes that can really go.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. Listen, last one that we got to get out the show. We'll go with Javen Lott. Okay, so what's happening with y'all? Much love to the show. I always watch y'all live. Showing love from the boot. Say, how y'all feel about my Saints? I think they win the South.
South's still wide open,
South
bro.
is wide open.
Panthers.
But the Falcons eventually have to take a step.
They got to.
Think about the Falcons' offense, bro. They retain Pitts,
Think about who's calling the plays.
Plus Bajan, plus Branch, plus London. God, dog.
He's so excited,
and then
bro.
you would assume Baker going to be healthy this year. They going to be better offensively. The Panthers, who were in the playoffs, who won the division, they should be better. This division may quietly be very, very competitive.
Guys, I'm so sorry. We almost made it through a week without a Stefanski mention or a Stefanski glaze in any way, but he couldn't help himself thinking about the Falcons offense, bro. Stefanski, bro.
Bro,
it's ridiculous.
I don't name it. Bajan and Branch are the two most. Let me see, South. Are they the two most explosive players in the division? The Panthers don't have anybody explosive.
Jordan Tyson is really explosive.
Bucky Irving.
Bucky Brooks.
Bucky Irving.
But this is the thing, though. I don't want to put too much on Zach Branch, and he's yet to show us anything in the National Football League. Like, we assume they're going to get him in space, and he's going to show some of that explosiveness. But we don't know.
Yeah. Make him a punt returner, bro. At least just start the season. Get him a.
They gonna get him the ball in space for sure.
Like get him the ball, bro.
The chat's trying with more names, and I'm Bijan Ribeye not hitting like that.
That ain't.
Snacks and Dart good. Snacks and Dart.
Yeah, Snacks and Dart is good.
Yeah, no, we had a couple good ones.
Wait, Mama Bear said timeout for me. What I got to go to timeout for?
What you do?
Oh, because of the drool on the TikTok. That was a good one.
Oh, you know your son big.
What does me being big have to do with drooling on it? Because of the sandwiches.
You just now caught the joke?
No, I thought it was like about me just like doing scrolling and whatnot. But yeah, no, I got the food part now. Yeah, I picked up on it.
Oh my god,
that was multi-layered though. Actually, if you think about it, because I thought it was like an old head making a young joke, but it was
like a baby drooling.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you were.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, no, I didn't intend for it to be a double entendre.
No, it kind of worked though.
We know you're gluttonous. So that's all I got.
Okay, all right. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys stopping by. Go ahead and hit that like button and hit the subscribe button before you get up out of here. Make sure you hit that bell button to be notified when we go live next, which will be tomorrow at 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 10:15 p.m. Central, 8:15 p.m. Pacific here in the Speakeasy. We don't respect Mountain Time. Not at all. Just like we don't respect Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson's relationship.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
No, never did that. Not one time.
Either.
Look, for Kieran Iggy Simple, TJ Hushmanzada, Emmanuel Acho, Social Trey, and everyone in the back. Make some noise in the back.
Shout out to the gang in the back.
I throw dimes. I'll see you next time.
That's facts.
Peace.